eastbound at Dillard Street. Florida's Turnpike southbound at I-4. The shoulder's blocked there. And on Narcoossee Road, north of Moss Park Road, there's an accident causing a bit of delays. On I-4 this morning, you could expect your regular delays before US 27 and after State Road 429. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant, the Improv Comedy Club, is becoming the Funny Bone. Enjoy the same great talent and awesome live comedy experience at Point Orlando. This week, the Funny Bone welcomes Marcelo Hernandez on April 26th and 27th. Followed by Damon Williams on May 3rd and 4th. Check out our star-studded calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Home to the best comedic talent on tour nationally. Come get funny at the Funny Bone.
Hi, everybody. It's Savannah Guthrie here with Hoda Kotb from The Today Show.
You know that saying, you learn something new every day? Well, it is so true.
Yes, every morning on Today, it's those little tips that can help save you time and improve your day.
From the simplest ways to save money right now to incredible kitchen and cleaning hacks that you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning, right here on NBC.
Every 2023 Nissan on closeout. Now at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Get closeout pricing, 0% APR financing, no payments till 2025. Every single Nissan has to go by month end. Sutherland Nissan Orlando, OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over Life Imaging FLA. April is Stress Awareness Month, and of course, stress is your body's natural response to pressure. It's also linked to 6 leading causes of death, and that includes heart disease and cancer. Often those do not have symptoms. As a matter of fact, we know that many patients who have heart disease, their very first symptom was sudden death. And we also know that many life situations or life events can cause you stress. Let Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan make sure that you're fine. My mother and father-in-law did this, and the relief they got from a clear scan was unbelievable. And remember, there are no dyes, no injections. You don't have to take your clothes off. The entire thing only lasts about 10 minutes. Do what I did. Get that free heart scan from Life Imaging FLA. Remember, just a few minimum requirements, but it is a $699 value, and it's easy to make your appointment. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. They will connect you in seconds. Make that call today, guys. Make 2024 the year you take care of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
Committing to saving for 4 years of college can be stressful for families. Not to worry. Florida Prepaid has a plan for you. The reality is, most parents don't cover all of their child's college costs. A Florida Prepaid 1-year university plan lets you start small and add a year at a time as your budget allows. The plan starts at just $34 a month, the lowest plan price in 10 years. Remember, any amount you save today means less debt for them tomorrow. Florida Prepaid open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office, Orlando.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, April 27th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, April 24th, 2024. Lots to get to today. From RIP, TikTok is dead, to AI is going to answer your phone calls now. And fans rage as The Simpsons kills off a character. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane. How we doing? And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday? Not bad.
Good.
Just barely hanging in there, man.
Doing all right. Living it up. Beautiful day. Weather.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is beautiful weather-wise. I'll give you that. I'm
just spit out Tic Tacs onto the board.
Did you? Hey, that's not on the do not do list. I think you're okay with that. It's just any liquids that they're really worried about you spitting out on the board. They're not super fond of that.
I mean, I think if you had to ask, like, which would you rather clean up? Sure. A couple little Tic Tac pieces are easier to do.
Not too sure.
It seems easy peasy. I think I'm still not sure about anything, and I apologize to both of you for the scheduling stuff. But I think I may be off the show tomorrow. I have no idea what the next week or two looks like. I don't know. And honestly, I know there's been a lot of people with questions and stuff, and I would talk about what's going on, but I literally think I would just be a mess, and I wouldn't even be able to get the message across. Last night was a disaster for me.
Sure,
and, man. I can't literally get into it without just being a mess. So I think tomorrow I might take some time to do some things.
Gotcha.
And, there you go. All right, let's just, sorry, I don't mean to bring everything down.
No, you're good.
I apologize. It's
sure about that? You sure about that?
People assume that we have these discussions off the air, but no, we do it right now.
You guys know what's going on.
Yeah. But sometimes it has to be on the air, and then, the way that we all just talked, it was very confusing for everybody else. But of course, C-Lane and I, we got your back no matter what happens.
Yeah, and I know you do, and I appreciate that. I just would literally just start bawling and be like a mess. I don't know that that's going to be good for anybody. I'm stay strong, you pussy. Wow.
Okay.
That's what I'm here for today.
Here's obviously you have to do what you have to do, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
But tomorrow is going to be a particular day.
Oh my gosh! How could you do that to him?
I
forgot about that.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. Like I feel like
I'll
it's
be
a
here
lot.
tomorrow.
No. That is not what I meant.
No.
I'll take the day off.
We'll sort this out behind the scenes because I don't want to do that.
Put the
I don't
curtain
want to.
back down.
I don't want to just take the day off on your birthday.
No,
That seems
we will
bad.
have a dumpster fire of a show, but everyone will forgive us because it's my birthday.
The Step of V says, does this mean we shouldn't make fun of Sean today? Never do that. I'm coming here just to get my mind off of things. And yesterday, I was so distracted yesterday. Oh my God, unbelievable. But it was just a good distraction, I guess, at least to do the show and take my mind off of things. So, all right, let's do what we always do. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to the world of sports, everybody. Sports! That's right, NBA basketball. And the game was going down, and one of the teams really thought they had it in the bag because there was just a matter of seconds left, 47 seconds in the game, and their team was up by 5 points. They were celebrating.
That
they were
is
happy.
not enough of a lead with 47 seconds. Not in basketball.
Are you kidding me? Yes. Well, no, it's not that much of a lead because you could get a 3-pointer.
We'll see what happens here,
Foul.
right? Let's see where they go.
Reminded of what Nick Nurse said in the pregame presser. Despite what happened in the first game,
Philadelphia, New York, the Philadelphia 76ers,
all right,
and the New York
Knickerbockers.
Knicks. Those two teams were playing out on the ball court, and things were as close as could be.
W today, it is a successful road trip. Yep. You've done what you set out to do. You'd love to.
All right, not a lot of time left.
Not having home court advantage to get.
They're booing to try to get him to miss this free throw. That's what they're looking for because that would really seal the deal. I mean, if you went up 102 to 96, now you're talking 6 points.
Also, quick sidebar, but I'm an industry nerd on you. Why are they using the radio audio for the live broadcast on television?
I don't know, but I think maybe it was just to show that the opposing team's broadcast team was like, yeah, we got this, baby.
Yeah. That's not a bad point.
Because they're kind of partisan. Like, I don't know why that works that way. When it comes to sports, you have your overall broadcast team on television. Sports. And they at least pretend to not have a favorite in the mix. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to radio, the local radio broadcast team, like, our local broadcast teams and stuff, they clearly want the local team to win. They're not like trying to pretend.
Well, of course. I mean, if you were to subscribe to any of the league apps that give you all the games, your options are to hear your the home radio broadcast or the away radio broadcast. It's weird still to me that they do both of those. They don't do it. They've never done that in television.
No, but I guess it makes sense because the locals want to hear somebody rooting for their team. So that's what they're doing. They're like, we got this, baby. It's happening. The Knicks are not going to win this. The 76ers are rolling away with a victory.
Advantage by winning one of the two games on the road. Job done. Let's head down to the turnpike.
Harry splits them. Stay tuned.
Here we go. Other team at it.
Brunson pushing off. No whistle.
All right, now we're down to 38 seconds here. 38 seconds, 5 points splits the teams
101
here. All right. So a three-pointer goes in.
And a bounce against the rim, too.
It just a Hail Mary shot. It goes in. Now it's 99 to 101, but there's only 27 seconds left.
And that one is that.
That is great basketball to watch. And I love that. I mean,
seriously, gave me chills.
The fact that they took it out to have it as a 3 instead of going to overtime, just winning the game.
Well, and the rebound work. Well done, whatever team that was.
I don't know what was happening there, but it was all very impressive. NBA people, good job. 76ers, Knicks, excellent job.
How
you did
Magic
very, very
doing?
well. I have no idea.
I think they lost one in the series of 7. I don't know if the second one's been played.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you put a gun to my head and said, name one player on the team, I would be a dead man.
Wow.
It would be over with, and that would be that. Just see you later. Quick as can be.
Nope, I'm wrong. Cleveland leads the Magic 2-0.
Oh,
damn it,
all right.
man.
Well, never too late. I root for all the teams in all the markets that were Dallas, Rochester.
Name the basketball teams over there.
Dallas? Oh, the Dallas Mavericks, of course.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban's team.
Cuban.
And the Rochester
There's no Rochester.
Okay, that was a test.
Superchargers. I don't know what they got going on over there. Something's happening. No, Buffalo Bills.
The Roco Locos.
Buffalo Bills.
Football team, but here we are. All right, let's get away from sports and let's talk about it because we brought it up on the show yesterday. I had a feeling this was at some sort of tipping point, but I didn't think that the Senate would actually push through with it. The Senate passed a legislation yesterday that will ban TikTok. So now you go, what happens next? We need to get all of the teeny boppers off the ledge here and tell them what to expect moving forward.
Teeny boppers? I mean, there are a lot of people our age that are also. I love TikTok.
I'm on TikTok too.
Pastime. I just posted a new video.
It's probably third in line for me, maybe fourth in line in terms of the apps that I spend time on. I have like a little rotation going.
Oh, same. I go Wordle. I go Connections.
Oh, you still do Wordle every day?
I still do Wordle.
Wow. Three group chats.
Oh, yeah, and Jolly effed me the other day.
It apparently effed everybody.
I tried Holly and Golly. There was Molly, I think this is the one that, like...
Sorry.
It's tough times.
Yeah, and then we go to TikTok, then I check the Instagram, and then I go through Facebook to see whose birthday it is.
You know what? Kudos to the person who invented Wordle. The idea that it's still grabbing everybody's attention, I thought that would burn up quickly, and the New York Times would have wasted some money, and then we're on to the next thing.
Do you play in the app, Sabrina, in the New York Times app?
No, but I was forced to subscribe. So
subscribe?
I'm still they wouldn't keep my score unless I actually created an account.
Oh,
damn!
So I have the New York Times app, but you're not paying for the account.
No.
Okay.
No.
My wife does because she is crossword crazy right now. But you get the app, right? So they have Wordle, and next to Wordle, there's a newer game that you have only a couple chances to get right, just like Wordle. They have at the end a way for you to share your progress without revealing too much, just like Wordle, and it's called Connections.
Yeah,
and it has people
Connections
going.
Is great.
Oh, people get crazy over Connections.
Connections is awesome, and then I have recently, I guess, last couple months, done mini crossword.
Yeah, I do that too.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
But then,
is this all the New York Times?
Yeah. There's like a New York Times app.
The New York Times is a gaming company.
Yeah, there's a New York Times app that's just New York Times games now. It's crosswords, little puzzles, it's Sudoku, it's letter games, spelling bee games. Yeah.
Some crazy thing to think about.
I'm horny. I don't know about you guys.
The New York Times and all, this is not just to say the New York Times, but all newspapers were carried along by the comics section of the paper and the sports section of the paper. Mm-hmm. This was the driving force for many subscriptions that people would have.
And I would say at one point, stocks maybe?
Yeah. Financial stuff too, yeah. People would peek into that. But all the local coverage and all this, that was all kept afloat by people's interest in those side things. And classifieds, the income from classifieds, is what brought in the most money to sort of keep the paper afloat financially. Of course, Craigslist comes in and annihilates all of that money, and newspapers start on the downward spiral that they're in now. For us here locally, the local newspaper, the Orlando Sentinel, is now just an abandoned, deteriorating building falling apart in the middle of downtown.
They're not even in that building anymore.
I know. Yeah, they're not even there anymore. They're like,
I think they're closer to where Sabrina and I are.
Oh.
Are they? Okay. And I know they do like a lot of remote stuff, but
the squatters in that building, their newspaper is up and coming. I'm telling you right now.
Are there squatters in that building?
No, I just made all of that up.
I feel like there could be. Anyhow, I say all this to say the new version of that is the New York Times has things that's hooked Sabrina, hooked C-Lane, hooked C-Lane's wife.
Oh, yeah.
Wordle and all these other games. And the games are money makers. And nobody hates the games. You can talk to the person who's like, the most right-wing person on the planet, like Trump's #1 wall-wearing fan. You go, what do you think about the New York Times? I'll tell you, I hang them all the reporters, string them up from the tree.
Fake news.
And you go, what do you think about Wordle? Oh, hell yeah, brother. I love Wordle.
So they put a woke word in there.
When you say nobody hates the games, they're not divisive on like a political front.
No.
But some of the stuff that they cram into these games, like especially Connections, people get livid about. They're like, it's a grid of 16 choices, and you have to put them into 4 groups. They're all scrambled, and you can scramble them more if you want. You have 4 chances. You get 4 wrong guesses, but you have to put them into 4 groups, right?
You have to relate them, category style.
Yeah, and it could be like 4 of these are colors, or 4 of these are foods, and they usually kind of have one in there that can belong in both, but for this puzzle, it's here.
4 of these are Tom Hanks movies, but missing one word.
4 of these are colors with 1 extra letter that are also other words.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're missing out, Sean. You're next, when you sit on the toilet in the morning.
Yeah,
make
but
sure
it's
to open that up.
addictive. There's like a science to this stuff that
yeah.
keeps you coming back over and over to challenge yourself. And the idea that you don't get bored over time. The greatest games in the world, games created by absolute geniuses, are games that you do not get bored of. For instance, Wheel of Fortune is a genius game. It is a game of letters on tiles and simplistic stuff that has changed almost in no ways since its inception. But it's still good. It still keeps people on edge and excited.
My wife likes to draw a line between Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, and she's like, Wheel of Fortune is Hangman, and it's for people who can't play Jeopardy. And then when she calls me...
That's not true, but they want to have both. They want to have like Jeopardy for the smart folks, and then for the dumbos, you got
but then she calls me like a Wheel of Fortune person, like it's an insult. Like I'm a trash Hangman person. It's a fun game.
Are you, though? Are you? I mean, that's at the end of the day. You have to square that a little bit.
What?
Are you on her side or mine?
Whoa, guys.
You love Jeopardy, too. You're a Jeopardy person, too. She can't kick you out of that.
Exactly.
Anyhow, all this is to say that TikTok is being banned. Or people want to fight over this. Not really being banned.
How long do we have?
Here's what we want. Okay, so lots of questions about this. Let's answer some of these questions. The first one is TikTok being banned? I don't know. People are really dumb with the word banned as of late. The books are being banned. There's no books being banned, but we say banned books because you can't find them in certain places for certain people, right? So if you use the word banned to mean limit access to or severely limit access to, then that's what the U.S. government is attempting to do to TikTok. Lest they divest the company, meaning sell their own company to a U.S.-based company, which, again, is a bad precedent to set. And TikTok is, as far as anybody knows, not gathering any kind of data that other apps aren't doing the exact same thing, Facebook or otherwise.
Yeah, let's be clear. It's not that TikTok is not gathering any data from anybody, because next to none of your apps do that besides the calculator app.
Yeah, they probably do it too. Let's be honest.
I know this chick loves to divide, but the TikTok is just doing the same thing everybody else is doing, but because China is bad,
right.
we got to get rid of it.
Yeah, the U.S. deserves all that information about us. Okay.
Well, what they're extrapolating from this is because ByteDance is a Chinese company, therefore the Chinese government is meddling in their business, and therefore the Chinese government is spying on every single American who's scrolling, or Westerner, or anybody else who's not Chinese who's scrolling through TikTok. People often bring up the point that in China, they don't have TikTok. Well, of course they don't. TikTok doesn't mean anything in Chinese. TikTok is
Douyin or something?
And does it have a different algorithm? Well, of course it does. The Chinese government is very censorious, and they like to limit what people in China can see. They don't like competition, right? But that doesn't mean that this is a good idea for us or a good precedent to set. I don't care about the TikTok kids. I care about just logically looking at things. Now, what is going to happen is the big question. Because the Senate signed this, the next step is that it will go to President Biden's desk. I don't foresee Biden vetoing this bill. I don't foresee Biden stepping out on a ledge and going, no, I'm going to stand up for TikTok, because all the Republicans, Trump included, will then go, Biden is in bed with China. Look, he wants them to spy on us, and he wants TikTok to melt the brains of young kids to make them hate Israel or whatever, right? These are the arguments that you'll hear if this happens. So if Biden does not veto this and signs the bill, and says, I'm going to leave it to the elected people of Congress, then the time starts ticking. It was 6 months that they were giving the company ByteDance to get rid of TikTok and sell it to an American company. This bill was changed, and it moved it to 9 months. If the company ByteDance is engaged in negotiations around that time, it extends another 3 months. So that could mean that up to a year from now, almost nothing changes.
You know what is the
Nothing
most unique social media post you could make in the next year or so that will mean absolutely nothing to you?
What's that?
Posting the last ever video on TikTok.
True, yeah. R.I.P. on the way out.
Nobody's going to watch it. You're not going to get any payout from it. Nothing. But it will be the last. I don't even know if you'll know it's the last one.
Probably. And I know, like, I'm locked onto a lot of things. Sometimes I don't, I'll predict something that won't go wrong. But almost always I have a good idea of what's going to happen. With TikTok, I know with a lot of clarity what is going to happen next. What are the next steps are going to be. And put me on paper for it and see if I'm not exactly right on this, okay? I'll tell you what's going to happen and the timeline that is going to happen on when we come back. Plus, we're going to hear your dispatches and, creeping bad news for Sabrina. Creeping bad news on the way.
Can't wait.
Perfect timing.
I'm totally against this thing, and I'm on your side, just for the record before we get there. But creeping bad news, we'll get to all of that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution. The on-ramp is blocked from Maitland Boulevard to Highway 1792 due to an accident. And on Forest City Road, authorities are clearing up an accident eastbound at Kennedy Boulevard. The left lane is blocked there. There's also still an accident off to the shoulder causing a bit of congestion eastbound on I-4 before Sand Lake Road. Just travel with caution in these areas. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Join the Monsters in the Morning for a live broadcast and a chance to make a difference and help raise funds for the UBIC Food Pantry. Friday, May 3rd at San Jose's original Mexican restaurant, now open in Altamont Springs. Reinvent your tradition. Join Russ, Angel, and Ryan, along with Amber Nova, Angelique, Daisy Del Toro, Sabrina, and Savannah for a May 3rd Cinco de Mayo celebration. Donate $50 or more and get ready for the ultimate thrill. Have one of the gals give you a tequila slap shot. If we raise over $5,000, 4 of the gals will give Russ Rollins a slap shot. And if over $10,000 is raised, Savannah will slap the snot out of Russ. Enjoy a Monsters Margarita and join us for an epic Cinco de Mayo celebration. Friday, May 3rd at San Jose Original Mexican Kitchen in Altamont Springs. Get more information at realradio.fm/slap. That's realradio.fm/slap.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Looking for more than just a job? If you're mechanically inclined, an auto mechanic, certified welder, machinist, or a CDL driver with a strong work ethic, Ring Power, your North and Central Florida Caterpillar dealer, is the place. Whether you're beginning a career or making a change, Ring Power has apprenticeship and paid training for qualified candidates to help become skilled technicians. Join us at our Orlando facility career fair on Saturday, April 27th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For more information or to pre-register, visit jobfair.ringpower.com/Orlando. Join a winning team. Join Ring Power.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind. If you've been in a car accident, you need to know a term. It's called statute of limitations. That means you have 2 years from the time of the accident to actually file a lawsuit if need be. If you don't do that, you're going to lose your rights to the claim. Now, sometimes some lawyers will wait till the last minute to file or contact you with just about a month left saying that they don't know if they want to proceed with your case. Be careful with that. For more information, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546, office Orlando.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, April 27th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
Hi, I'm Graham Class, host of Technically Speaking, an Intel podcast. Join me for Season 2 as we explore the future of technology evolving today. In each episode, I'll speak with the minds transforming medicine, healthcare, retail, entertainment, personal computing, and more with the help of AI. Join me every other Tuesday and explore the latest technology changing our world today and creating a more accessible tomorrow. Listen to Technically Speaking, an Intel podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Look to Orange Buick GMC for your next truck at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
experiment for you. All right? Wherever you are right now, I want you to look around. See how many people are around you. Look at all those individuals, those other human beings existing in the world with you. Now, at HQ, there's some people in the newsroom. We got a couple of people here and there. But the fact of the matter is, wherever you are, if you're seeing people walking around in the United States of America, half those people are TikTok users. It's pretty crazy to think about that, but 170 million Americans are TikTok users. It's a lot of people.
And how many of them do those stupid dances?
All these, but everybody thinks it's just young people. It's not just young people.
Nah.
It's all kinds of people.
I saw a video.
Very, very, very old people, too.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw a video today of a guy who you thought would not at all be a TikTok user if you just saw him.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something odd about him. He was checking out at Costco, and he had a barcode printed on his shirt, and he's like, "I don't want the LEDs to hit the chickens." And I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? And in the background, the guy's like, he's a TikToker. Just do what he says.
Deal with it. A lot of people are on TikTok. And then Congress says, here's what we're going to do. We're going to ban TikTok. And we don't have to quibble over the definition of the word ban. I think that's not a super useful conversation. They are telling, basically at gunpoint, TikTok to sell the company or they're done with in the United States. You sell, ByteDance is the name of the parent company, the Chinese company that owns TikTok. It's telling them you got to sell this company to an American company or you're done for. Now, I again posit the question to any single person who can refute this. I'm no super fan of China or, and any of the Chinese Communist Party and anything to do with the Chinese leadership. But I challenge you. Tell me what is specifically different about TikTok as compared to every single competitor out there, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, all the things,
Instagram,
right?
Twitter, y'all see this?
What is specifically different that they should deal with this, right? That is the big question that I ask, and there does not seem to be a very good answer for it. And I'll tell you what's going to happen with this in just a second. But they're going to, they've already passed this bill in the House of Representatives and the Senate. It's going to go to the President Biden's desk, and I think it's kind of silly, right? I think that it's kind of a silly thing and a bad precedent to set. Why? What if next they go, what if China responds by taking every American-owned company in China and saying you must divest your Chinese operations to a Chinese company, and that spills out to every other part of the world? Business freely operating globally is a super important thing in my estimation. Maybe not in yours, but in mine it is. I want businesses to be able to flourish. It's what can help rich countries bail poor countries out of troubles. It could be good and it could be bad, but I think the good outweighs the bad. And I think we need to have this international flavor of business going. We won't have this if we start to go to war here, which is what these stupid politicians have done. So what happens next? All right. First of all, as I said, this was supposed to be 6 months that ByteDance has to sell off TikTok. They moved it in the bill to 9 months. All right. At 9 months, that's the finish line there where you're supposed to have the company sold. But if you're in negotiations to sell TikTok and you're at 9 months, you get an additional 3 months. So up to a year is what TikTok is looking at. And people are already saying that it's already been signed. So we're already past that. I knew Biden was not going to refuse to sign this. It's silly. The things that happen next are sort of predictable. At least I think they are. And
he signed more than one bill, right?
Yes, he signed this Ukraine funding.
Yeah. No, but what I was getting at was this is not one of those situations in politics where they go, "Hey, we want to send a bunch of money to Ukraine. You're not against that, are you?"
Right.
Also, we want to ban offshore drilling and vapors.
Right.
This is not. The TikTok and the Ukraine thing are not bundled together in some sort of move. Yeah. He signed more than one bill today.
No, but just for the record, in the Ukrainian funding or anything else like that, there is all kinds of other stuff.
Gotcha.
Just because that's what they do.
That's so, I don't know, deceptive. Even though,
I agree.
it's there for you to read. I mean, let's put that to a vote. How about just making them separate?
Yeah, this is the world of pork, and most people hate it. They hate the idea that you pass some bill and they're like, wait, you don't want to fund the operations in Ukraine right now? Russia's evil. Don't you want to? And you go, well, maybe I'm for some of this, but like maybe I'm not for all of this stuff.
I mean, but also there are a lot of people who are against funding Ukraine. You could simplify it or change it up to where people go, oh, okay. You could go, we want to, and this is obviously already done, we want to ban child pornography and cigarettes. And if somebody goes, what? If somebody goes, wait, I like cigarettes. They're like, do you like, does that mean you like the other thing? Because they're clearly related.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You don't want to line up against that. So barring people being stupid, this is what I think happens moving forward. And people very well could be stupid. My guess is you hear an announcement within a very short period of time that Twitter, a.k.a. X, is relaunching Vine. And they'll say, we're going to give you all of the features that TikTok has, but we're an American company, and we're not part of any of this. And transition now, TikTok creators, so you can get onto the new platform that's going to stay viable.
You know what's definitely happening right now is all of the big influencers, all of the big TikTokers, and even the ones that are not so big, because I know I've done this, and I wouldn't be surprised if you two have done it. You got a bunch of drafts in your drafts folder?
Yeah, like 100. I was going to get to them eventually.
Well, I mean, it's time to start downloading those drafts so you can move them over to whatever platform takes over.
Yeah, Twitter/X and Elon Musk, if his brain still exists, he will say, we're going to reboot Vine. We're going to, everybody from TikTok, come over here. There's 170 million Americans on this app. Come on over to Vine. We won't go anywhere. You could trust that we're going to be here. In fact, to make things even better, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we do something TikTok never did. We're going to properly compensate creators for the stuff that they post, right? And he's going to fire a strike out there like that. That would be my guess. Now, maybe he doesn't have the brains for this, but I think that that's what he would do. And then TikTok would be forced into a corner, and some company, maybe one of the major outlets, I don't know if they would let Meta buy TikTok. I don't know if they would suggest that I'm sure Congress would investigate that as some sort of issue with the company being too large and powerful. But one of the big figures out there will gobble up TikTok for a bargain price. That is what probably will happen over the next year. We'll see what does occur, but I think it could go in that direction. What do you think? Let me know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Also, when we return, they banned TikTok in India. What happened there? We'll look into that. Got some emails coming in that we need to address. Absolutely. We'll get to those when we come back. And a creeping danger. Something is going to happen that is not great in Sabrina's world. And we'll see what's happening. Okay. So on the eve of her,
I mean, seriously.
It's her birthday tomorrow, for God's sake.
You
How can we
it,
have
though, and I'm just sitting here on the edge of my seat.
I apologize for this. I promise you we'll talk about it when we come back. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Wednesday forecast, and it's going to be a beautiful day. Temperatures will continue to climb with the help of sunny skies, playing for a high of 84 degrees in Orlando. Tomorrow, 87 as we continue to warm up. We stay rain-free through the next several days as an area of high pressure keeps us warm and dry. By middle parts of next week, we could be experiencing temperatures in the 90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency. HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency in St. Cloud at 4920 East Erlo Bronson Highway is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
Folks, Mills Air is ready to help you. It's a great company. It's a locally owned company. It's a family owned and operated company. And they've been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. They are a Carrier factory authorized dealer. And that means a lot, actually. It means they can get you rebates up to $1,275 for a brand new Carrier unit. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to Mills Air. Go see them online at millsair.com and ask them about the preventative maintenance plan. This is so brilliant, homeowners. It's such a good deal. It saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Give them a call. Find out if something is wrong with your AC before everything breaks. 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
Most people pack their swimsuit away in the fall, and it doesn't come out again until May. That's when things get interesting. Or maybe a better word is shocking, especially if you've gained weight since wearing it last year. But don't worry, Red Mountain Weight Loss has the solution with prescription semaglutide. Semaglutide is an exciting new breakthrough in medical weight loss. It's the main ingredient in Ozempic, and clinic studies have shown it accelerates weight loss, helping you lose up to 15 pounds or more per month. At Red Mountain Weight Loss, we have semaglutide in stock and ready to ship today. It's available as a weekly injection or a daily tablet. Plus, you'll get the support of our licensed medical team with meal plans to speed your progress and medical solutions to prevent side effects, all for half the price of Ozempic. Lose weight and look great this summer with semaglutide from Red Mountain Weight Loss. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone, keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's Car Care Month, and Summit Racing has what you need for bumper-to-bumper care. Revive the interior, exterior, underhood, and more. Shop SummitRacing.com. Use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Exclusions apply. Offer ends May 5th, 2024.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The game of magnets, taking over the world one terrible person at a time.
We're gonna need to walk something back.
All right.
Yeah, let me know when you got that all ready.
I'm trying to find the most recent one. Give me
Yeah,
one.
gotta clean things up here. If
What'd
you
you
don't
do?
mind. I'll fix it. I'll fix everything.
You ready?
Yeah.
In 3, 2.
Retraction.
All right. C-Lane asked if this was tied up with another bill when it comes to the TikTok ban stuff. It wasn't at first, but I guess it was in the end. So here's
great.
what they said. It says the Senate passed legislation that would force TikTok's China-based parent company to sell the social media platform under the threat of a ban, a contentious move by U.S. lawmakers that's expected to face legal challenges and disrupt the lives of content creators who rely on the short-form video app for income. That's a tiny amount of people, by the way, the folks who actually bring in their main income. It says income in general, but certainly when you talk about their main income, there's not a lot of people. There's a lot of people who just TikTok is getting free content from. The TikTok legislation was included as part of a larger $95 billion package that provides foreign aid to Ukraine and Israel and was passed 79-18. It got the signature from President Joe Biden it needed. A decision was made by House Republicans last week to attach the TikTok bill to the high priority package to expedite its passage in Congress. So it wasn't attached to it. When they were talking about this and everything was happening, it was a solo thing. That's what I remembered it as. But they wanted to speed this through, so they did attach it to foreign aid to both Ukraine and Israel, which is like, holy cow, these are 3 very different things that we're voting on all at once. How could one person possibly agree with all 3 of those things perfectly? That's what politics
Well, it just
is.
means that if you're pro TikTok, you also love Hamas.
True, right? They're all together, right? Just tightly bound together. Well, what happened when they did this exact thing in India? It's a lot like it's probably going to play out in the United States. Again, thinking forward. When we say the United States is going to ban TikTok first it was 6 months, then it was moved to 9 months or to a year if they're in the middle of negotiations to sell to a U.S. company. Here's how that will play out. If that time expires, maybe it's 9 months. They don't make any deals or anything. They're protesting. They're angry. And 9 months expires. If that time expires, it means that the app stores, which would be Apple's App Store and Google's App Store, are no longer allowed to offer the app for download. What does it mean for somebody who has already got the app downloaded? 175 million Americans use TikTok after all. Nothing. It means nothing.
Okay.
Everything stays exactly the same.
Right.
The problem being, over time, because they will no longer be able to update their app, security updates, new features, update to do things with Apple's new technology or Android phones' new technology. They won't be able to do that. So the app will just start to fall apart over time. It will deprecate and it will be useless at some point in the longer future.
Sort of what the News Junkie app is doing.
That's true. That's exactly what the
It had a
News
good
Junkie
run, okay?
Yeah. It works. It sits there, but it's no longer being updated. So it wouldn't just crumble immediately. I don't know how that would affect the company ByteDance paying out creators on the app. I only know that if Elon Musk doesn't revive Vine and use all this to his advantage, he's not as smart as everybody suggested he was, because this is so simple for even a small brain person like me to be able to think of this. So that's what we're looking at down the pipeline. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Some emails rolling in. Anonymous says, I work for a very popular cafe, they put in quotes. They're around the country. Things have been weird since COVID for everybody in the restaurant business. I get it. I've stuck by them. I was working 40 plus hours a week, and now I'm down to 28 hours. Business got better and hours went back up. They've run into a problem for the last couple of years and have made some menu changes. That's always the sign, isn't it? That a restaurant is like, uh-oh.
They're like, here are 5 different ways we can use mozzarella.
Right. They start changing up the menu or new specials, new this, Tuesday deals, all that stuff is the sign that something's going wrong. They've run into a problem the last couple of years and have made some changes. Now, I can't even get into my pay stubs online. Every year, for some reason, I've owed taxes. This past year, I owed over $400 in taxes. I don't make much money, Sean, not enough to owe anything. Before you ask, any tips are supposed to be split and taxed. Any cash tips are put in a donation box, supposedly going to charity. Any tips on a card are split between employees working that day. And again, they're taxed and we get them on our paychecks. I understand businesses change. Profits will waver, however. They're cutting hours and expecting more out of me. Here's where I need advice. So everybody put your advice hats on. Get ready to go. I see some extremely dangerous health code violations. There have been problems, but I would let them know, and there would be professionals coming in to address the issues. But recently, it got bad. I've been reaching out to HR about the pay stubs and tax issues, but I'm afraid if I call them out on the violations, it'll turn into me being disgruntled, and they'll continue with the, let's just say, critters and furry friends living in the same space as the food.
No.
I don't like that. Rats, roaches galore is what he's saying. Hope this made sense to you. I'm so stressed out about this. I'm not somebody to throw people under the bus, but this is serious. I know I need to find another job. I'm worried about working. I'm worried working here will look bad to the next job, whether it's that I worked in a nasty place or she's the one that ratted them out. What do I do? Thanks, Anonymous.
Or he could be he's the one that ratted them out.
She wrote she, so I'll just put, love the show, listen to the podcast tonight while working.
Or maybe he wrote she.
Could be. I'm not going to tell you. But the person listens to the podcast while they're working, so they're listening right now. So what should Anonymous do? They're fighting with the company about the money issues, but they also have these issues with like rats, roaches, whatever these critters are.
And I feel like that's not just their issue. It's everybody. Anybody who is a customer. I imagine an inspector of some sort would consider that an issue as well. I mean, that's food safety.
You know where I'm at on this? I have a weird take on this. I think it is not your responsibility in the slightest. I think it is not your responsibility in the slightest. I think the way companies are built, there are people who are higher up in the food chain, so to speak, who make more money, and responsibilities like this are on their shoulders. If there is a restaurant, there is a manager of that restaurant. The manager is making more money. And if the manager is not aware of issues like this happening, or the manager doesn't care enough to report this up the food chain beyond him, that's on them. This ain't on you. You don't have to take this stress on. That's their problem. I would say just you do you and try to get your money right and get the hell out of there as fast as you can.
All right.
We want to hear what you guys say. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now.
No, I don't want to go eat at any cafe.
I know. Now I don't know where it is either, because all they said was, what did they say? A very popular cafe. I'm thinking some things, but I don't want to say them out loud. You know what I mean?
Rainforest isn't around anymore, right?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Thriving.
Oh, their creatures are animatronic.
Most of them.
Yeah, it could be any restaurant that has cafe at the end of it, and there are many of those.
Or at the beginning of it.
Oh, come on, man.
Like true.
Yeah,
yes.
like that one.
But I always think of it that way. I'm like, why is this person's business? You see it. That means your fellow employees see it. Why is the manager not reporting this stuff? Why are they putting that on your shoulders that you got to be like the hero and say, hey, guys, we got a real problem here?
Kind of have an opposite take of Sean, where I think you should be the hero so that we're not eating rat poop.
Yeah. I say blame the
I'm pretty
manager.
sure I eat a little bit of rat poop every month.
Oh,
Ew,
please don't say that.
Elaine.
Don't say that. Once I started using that app where they rate the restaurants and you could see their latest grade, it changed everything for me, and I hate it. I just hate it. Celine, you got a thumbs down on your video right now. What's going on?
We talked about this on Monday. There's something about my face that just has been triggering the thumbs down. Yeah, that's
Celine has
terrible.
a thumbs down face.
The AI that runs the camera is just like, don't like this guy's face. Don't like anything about it. No good. All right, we got more emails to get into. Certainly dispatches. We haven't opened the floodgates on that. I'm so sorry. I said I was going to get into
Oh
the
my
thing.
God. Are you serious?
I promise you, it is coming up next. All right, we'll talk about it first. Before anything else, I got it right here. We're ready to go. Something that could be impacting Sabrina soon is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traveling on I-4, no major accidents to watch out for, just a bit of congestion eastbound between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway. Around the perimeter of I-4, it's pretty mellow on State Road 429 and the Greenway. A couple accidents to watch out for. Forest City Road eastbound at Kennedy Boulevard, and the on-ramp is partially blocked from Maitland Boulevard to Highway 1792. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show. From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember, see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is excited to bring you live craps, roulette, and sports betting. All under one roof, hotter than the Florida sun. Feel the luck of the dice, watch the roulette wheel spin, and scream for your touchdown as the big screen comes alive. Dine like a rock star, sip cocktails that shimmer, then dive into the heart of Las Vegas right here in Tampa Bay. Live craps, roulette, sports betting is here. Get in on the action now. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa, located off of I-4 near I-75. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, April 27th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, Orlando.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Not to brag, but I've been crushing it lately. And all credit goes to frozen drinks from McDonald's. Clean my apartment while crushing an ice-cold Oreo frappe. Love that chocolate flavor. Hint of coffee and Oreo cookie pieces. Crush work in overtime thanks to a drizzly caramel frappe. Even fix my own car while crushing a creamy mocha frappe. Start crushing it yourself with a delicious, refreshing frappe from Mickey D's. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's for a limited time, Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group used under license.
Every 2023 Nissan is on closeout now at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money, M-O-N-E-Y, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Your direct line to the heroes that saved Canada that one time.
Shanghai Sean.
Yeah, because of your communist sympathizer, Shanghai Sean.
I love it. Shanghai Sean is funny. Good job, whoever came up with that. I mean, it's dopey, but it's a funny line, so good on you. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com, and this is very strange, this email that I'm looking at. The person that it's from... Okay, I'm gonna send this to the two of you because I don't really want to. I don't want to say it necessarily.
Just to be clear, are you going to tell me what my life is in danger of, creep-wise?
All right,
at
it's
all?
not your life is not in danger, but it's something that's kind of coming after you.
Oh, okay.
And,
well put.
And I will. Yeah, I'll tell you that in just a moment here. But Here's the both of you. Look who this email came from.
All right. Wait, is this Gmail or the other?
No, I just texted it. I just texted it to the group. All right, you'll see who just sent this email in.
Whoa.
And I was like, wait, what? Is it
From the
possible? That's my middle name. Is the first one. And is it possible that this person's name is half of my name? That's very weird if that's the case.
Did you click to see what their email is?
That's a good call. Let me see.
Thank you.
Yeah, they have a Gmail account with that name. Weird.
Is it your mystery brother?
Michael Wasson emailing Sean Michael Wasson? Too weird. I don't like that. It's uncomfortable for me.
Why don't you respond with that?
tipsofthenewsjunkie.com.
Reply.
I will.
Don't ever email me again.
Blocked. Your name makes me uncomfortable. Republican talking points on TikTok, it says, from tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. China is a communist nation, which we hate. Went to war in Vietnam to fight communism. China sent a balloon over our country to spy on us. Little note on that one, Michael. We got that real wrong. We scrambled a jet to shoot down a balloon. We freaked out. The whole country was like, what's happening? China's flying balloons over us. That balloon did not collect any intelligence over the United States of America. It was just a balloon. It was a balloon that originated from China-controlled territory. But it was just a balloon and wasn't spying on us. And for like a year, it took them a long time to clear that up.
That's Shanghai Sean talking.
It is. I'm just a China defender. Communist nations like China have complete control over their citizens and can gather any info they want from the company. He's talking about ByteDance that owns TikTok. That's why this is different from China banning Apple. We don't have dictatorial control over Apple like China does with ByteDance. Just because China has control over these companies or their communist country does not mean that they are actually doing that, nor does it mean it would be feasible to do it to begin with.
But I can't tell if if 2/3 of you is agreeing with you or disagreeing with you, because the title is Republican Talking Points on TikTok. So is he exposing what the right is using as their stance and their talking points against TikTok, or is
this is your evil twin?
I think so. Yeah, I think he's going like, here's what the arguments are. Yeah. No, I don't think it's my evil twin. I hope it's not my evil twin, but I think that is what they're talking about. David on YouTube says it was a balloon with a camera. We only shot it down after it crossed the U.S. over the Atlantic. The balloon had technology in it. There's an ABC News article about this that you should look up, David, if you're curious at all, if you don't want to just go off whatever's in your brain. The balloon that was flying over the United States, it had technology to be able to, see video and do some different things. But whilst it was flying over the country, it was not at all spying on the U.S. It was not activated. It wasn't doing anything. We learned that they didn't collect any intelligence from us. We were in a balloon panic at the moment. We were like, China balloons
How do you even know that?
Country.
How does he know?
Got it.
Shanghai Sean.
I'm vested. I'm on the Chinese side. I don't care about China. I mean, it seems like a cool place to visit or whatever. I'm sure Chinese people are super cool. I hate communism, if you must know. Not a big fan of that. I'm a freedom lover.
Unless you're in charge.
I also hate absolute ignorance on a grand scale, which is what we so often see in the United States. Stop thinking in the box that you're in. Get out of it and use your brain a little bit, all right?
What's in the box?
So Shanghai Sean is good, though. Okay, let's get to this one real quick. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. Michael says, hey, Sean, just wanted to send another Michael. What the hell? Just wanted to send an email to say that whatever went down on Monday, where you weren't on the show, we avid listeners support you 100%. I like that you're a rebel, he says, and go against the grain with so much humor and sometimes sarcasm along the way. You can divulge or not what it was that caused the Monday incident for you to not be on the broadcast, of course. Your call on that, but we listeners love the show and love you so much. And, of course, love C-Lane and Sabrina, too. And damn, Sabrina had so much humor, he says. Keep up the good work, buddy. I just wanted to say that. Michael sends the email. He says, I love watching every single day if I can. Well, thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. And I'll share things. It's not just something that was happening on Monday. It's just like something that's happening in my life. I'll talk about it at some point, but if I talked about it now, I would just be a mess. So I'm not going to do that today. I thought about it earlier. I was like, let me just blurb this out or just blabber about it for a second and get it out there. But
You're going to say blow it out, weren't you?
I was trying to think of a word that meant just get it out quickly, and my brain failed me.
It was a blurt. Blurt it out.
Just blurt it out there. Yeah, I was going to do that yesterday, or today rather. But it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel comfortable. Tanya says, FYI, Michael is one of the most popular names in the world. Is Michael Wasson one of the most popular names in the world?
Touche.
I have not run into a lot of those. I have not run into many in real life Wassons in my life because I'd love to commiserate with them about how we're always called Watsons. Since the Watsons... The Watsons dominate the Wassons. No one cares about the Watsons. The Watsons are all the rage.
You know when we did that thing about how common is your last name? We should have seen what the difference between Watson and Wasson was.
Oh, Watson's got to be more popular, I would think. That one's got to be way more popular. I was going to get to the story about Sabrina and what is... No,
I don't even want to know.
I got it. This is not a huge pressing issue for you right now. But not right now, but it could be soon. Because politicians are starting to move on this, all right? And just like they decided TikTok bad, China bad, and they wanted to shut down TikTok, and then they started with the bills and lumped it in with Ukraine and Israel funding and pushed that through, and the president signed it. This could happen in very much the same way. In California, this is bipartisan, by the way, so we don't have any party in particular to scream at here. Republicans and Democrats have come together and they want to ban the Clear screening at airports. This is a run-up to the broader movement to get rid of the TSA pre-boarding at airports as well.
Why? It's worked perfectly fine for everybody.
They're saying that it's not fair and it prioritizes the wealthy over everybody else.
All right.
$75.
Sit down, Poro.
Because poor people can't afford to go through the expedited TSA.
Okay, but poor people also can't afford to sit in first class.
Yeah,
right. Some of them can't afford to fly. You're right. So it shouldn't even matter whether or not they can get through TSA fast or not.
It's $75 for 5 years.
It's not that expensive
affordable.
at all. No, it's not only is it not expensive, it's the money is not the thing that holds people like me back from doing any of the TSA pre-check or Clear designations. For me, it's the time. I've got to do this thing, and I keep putting it off. Otherwise, I would love to because it's faster and it's better. But these Republicans and Democrats, they want to be done with this
I
thing.
kept putting it off, and then I had a kid, and like, how many flights am I going to take in the next 5 years?
Right.
As opposed to the previous 5 years.
Your attention is just diverted in a different way.
But, Clear, I'm kind of on the fence about because I have used Clear. I have not paid for it.
Ooh.
It's not like I pirate the service.
Pirating Clear.
Pirate guy. I don't care. Whatever.
So
stand by.
Damn, I wish I hit record. I've used like multiple free trials of Clear to get us, and it only gets you like a little bit past the line. I think some airports handle Clear different than others because like it gets you past the identification part.
Mm-hmm.
So the line that you wait in kind of has a middle part where they scan your boarding pass and they scan your identification documents, your passport or your license, right?
Right.
That's what Clear replaces. And then at the other side,
what Clear does too. So you have your pre-TSA line, then you have Clear, but Clear just has an employee there that will walk you in front of the pre-TSA line.
Okay, so Clear is even further up the line. It's Clear. Okay, because this is Clear.
Clear hasn't gotten me past pre-check.
Oh, I mean, the last flight that I've had, what was it? I was flying into, I think, Boston when I was going to Ireland, and I was like the next person up for the TSA agent to look at my passport and ticket, and the Clear employee was like, excuse me for a second. All right, I got Clear, and they skipped me.
Really?
And then
Clear
we all go into the same, X-ray machine.
Clear is $189 a year, which is that expensive if you travel a lot. If you travel all the time.
They tack on like $60 per family member you want to add in there too.
Okay, so I mean, I think that's even more in their defense, because then you could say a family would be cheaper than each person after paying that same amount. It would be a discount for additional people at least. $189 a year to verify your identities at airport kiosks before being escorted past the passengers in line to the front of the TSA lines. Now, these folks, they are senators, again, from opposing parties, Republicans and Democrats. They are boosting a first-in-the-nation proposal that would ban the expedited security screening company Clear from state airports. The least you can expect when you have to go through the security line at the airport is you don't suffer the indignity of somebody pushing you out of the way to let the rich person pass you, they said. I do understand the frustration stated in Senator Newman's bill. They said it becomes the haves versus the have-nots, where those who can't afford it jump in line in front of the rest of us. They even cut in front of TSA pre-boarding travelers who have been screened by the TSA.
And all these politicians definitely wait in line in the hours that it takes to stand in TSA security and all that, right? They never have any sort of skipping or perhaps private planes.
I don't know. Is that a thing? If you're a VIP, like a politician, will they let you skip ahead? It might be a thing at the airport. I wouldn't even know about that. But they're saying that these folks, they fly all the time. They fly between their districts in Sacramento and California to do lawmaker work, which is nothing. And these politicians are looking at the folks going by faster in the Clear line and going, we can't have that. But this, I fear, is just like the TikTok thing, where a bunch of mush brains out there will go, well, I don't like that either. Everybody should be in the same line. And if you're doing that, then you go, okay, all the people are going to support this. And then it gets banned. It is like, do we need to ban this?
Right. What? Why are these the top priorities, or grabbing all the headlines and enraging people out of nowhere? Is there not some other stuff we can focus on?
There certainly
we have the debates later on this year. Is it going to be like, I'm for TikTok, and of course the TSA lines and vaping indoors? Come on. Man.
But it seems like one of those things you get.
Think we are.
They think people are real dumb, and a lot of the people prove them right on that.
Frustrating.
It's like you could get in the long line at the TSA. I think I saw Midway had a real long line a week or so ago. You can get in the line and you go, can you guys believe they let the rich people get in the Clear line? They don't have to wait with the rest of us. And people will be like, rubble.
But the rich people can't hear them because they've already gone through security.
It's not the rich people, though. It's like if you have
$15 a year.
Yeah, if you have TSA pre-check, that does not mean you're a rich person. If you have Clear, it does not mean you're a rich person. In fact, do you know how rich people fly, folks? They have private jets.
Yeah.
If you want to tax those, go for it. That would make more sense. Oh, God. What do you think? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, imagine somebody steals something from you. You know who stole it, but you can't get it back. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Authorities are still working on that accident on Forest City Road eastbound at Kennedy Boulevard, and there's delays on I-4 westbound between Sand Lake Road and before State Road 535. You could expect your regular congestion where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway in all directions, and traveling on Florida's Turnpike this afternoon, no major problems there. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Dell Technologies and Intel are pushing what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to now.
Hi, everybody. It's Savannah Guthrie here with Hoda Kotb from The Today Show.
You know that saying, you learn something new every day? Well, it is so true.
Yes, every morning on Today, it's those little tips that can help save you time and improve your day.
From the simplest ways to save money right now to incredible kitchen and cleaning hacks that you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning, right here on NBC.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Okay, this contract looks good to me. Let me just run it by my lawyer.
Everyone knows that having a good lawyer on hand can be a real game changer, which is why Legal Shield connects you to a vetted law firm in your state for a low monthly fee. Only Legal Shield has been providing this kind of legal peace of mind for over 50 years. Need an experienced set of eyes on that fine print? With Legal Shield, you can say,
let me run it by my lawyer.
Is the dealership giving you a hassle about warranty repairs?
I guess we'll have to talk to our lawyer.
And for that will you've been putting off, you can finally tell your family.
We're good. I had our lawyer take care of it.
Legal Shield isn't AI bots. It's a dedicated group of real lawyers who have your back, no matter what the future brings. All for around the price of those streaming services you don't watch anymore. Sign up at LegalShield.com/radio today. PPLSI does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Not to brag, but I've been crushing it lately. And all credit goes to frozen drinks from McDonald's. Clean my apartment while crushing an ice-cold Oreo frappe. Love that chocolate flavor. Hint of coffee and Oreo cookie pieces. Crush work in overtime thanks to a drizzly caramel frappe. Even fix my own car while crushing a creamy mocha frappe. Start crushing it yourself with a delicious, refreshing frappe from Mickey D's. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's for a limited time, Oreo's a trademark of Mondelez International Group used under license.
Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Wednesday at 8:35 on the Monsters in the Morning. Ray Trendley and the Monsters will be discussing all things law, from the latest celebrity legal troubles to what's going on out there.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like One Hit Wonders Radio. The greatest one-hit wonders of all time. Ones you definitely remember. And ones that'll make you say, oh yeah. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search One Hit Wonders, and listen now, commercial-free. Free never sounded so good.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This.
Think about this a little bit. It's something I thought about yesterday, and then I just happened to see a story today about this. And Courtney, my lovely girlfriend, my muse, she was talking with me as we were going around the neighborhood, and she asked a question that would have sounded creepy if I said the same thing. She said, "Where are all the kids at?" when we were walking around the neighborhood. Now, if I, as a grown-ass man, say, "Where are all the kids at?" it's strange. It's a little bit weird. Sounds a bit strange.
Yes, it does, and I appreciate you acknowledging that instead of just
I didn't
doing
want
it.
to. Yeah, I didn't want to say that. So I'm glad she did. And she goes, "When I was younger, there used to be kids everywhere outside in my neighborhood." And I said, "Yep, same." And I want to ask the both of you, if you had to guess, when you were a kid, all right, Sabrina Seelane, when you were a kid, how many minutes, we'll say, a day do you think you spent outside? Playing, hanging out with your friends, doing whatever. Each day, what would the guess be on how many minutes you were outside each day, Sabrina?
I mean, minutes would be hard to do the math right now, but it was the majority
if it's
of the
hours,
day.
so you're saying hours?
Yeah, so like I, after school would, especially in middle school and junior high, like I was always going to hang out, or I had a after school activity or some sport at the recreational center. And so definitely a chunk until nighttime.
3, 4, 5 hours, you think?
Yeah, maybe even 6.
6 hours. Okay, 6 hours for Sabrina. What about you, Seelane? When you were a kid?
We talking like outside of a school situation or just?
I mean outside playing, hanging out with your friends, doing these things.
Because like in grade school, they had, programmed in. We had recess. I went to daycare, so daycare was like more recess, and then, but like I played with my friend in his backyard. I had like a little like swing set and stuff in my backyard. I used to go on like bike rides around the neighborhood, like unattended. I'd go to other neighborhoods. Like that was pretty normal for me.
So hours for you as well?
Yeah, I don't know how. I wouldn't say many hours a day, but there was a good amount of time.
Okay, I'm in the same basket as that. Like I was out. We live far in the acreage, away from a lot of other kids. So I'd be on my bike and I'd be spending hours and hours. When I wasn't in school, Like, I would go home every day and I would kick on the cartoons as I ate my snack after school. And then immediately I'd be on my bike and moving around the neighborhood doing something. Today, according to this article in Axios, where I was just so interested in why this is happening and does it need to be fixed? And if so, what can we do to fix it? They say there's a steady, troubling trend that's changing the way America's kids live. They're spending increasingly more time indoors and inactive. And they said today's kids spend an average of 4 to 7 minutes playing outside each day. 4 to 7 minutes playing outside.
What do you play for 4 to 7 minutes?
I don't know. That's nothing. That's like
that's a couple games of paper, rock, scissors, and
right. 4 to 7 minutes is the average amount of time.
Don't make a face. That's how I said it when we were growing up.
What?
According to the National Parks and Recreation Association, right? They said 1 in 10 kids walk or bike to school, compared with 4 in 10 back in 1969. The average teen walks 5 fewer miles per week than they did in just the 1990s. These kids, they blame it on all kinds of things. They're saying 27 million U.S. kids lack access to a quality park near their home. I had a park right across the street, but I didn't even go to the park when I was doing all this stuff. I just went and hung out with other kids. I interfaced with kids in the neighborhood. I got out on my bike and I did my thing. And now that's not happening. What else is going on with that? Well, of course, the child obesity rate has tripled in those years when this has been on the decline because kids are just not moving as much. They're stagnant. Why are they not moving? Why are they not going outside and playing? What is it that is causing the interior lives of these children to dominate so much when it wasn't the case that happened when we were younger? Is it the internet?
Video games, internet,
social media, video games. Is it?
There was another one. Their parents don't have backyards.
Some of them are in cities, but even like a lot of cities have parks too.
They're
like if you said a kid grew up in New York City, they are sad. They're more sad than they've ever been. I don't know what it is though, because all the things I could come up with, I'd be like the internet. Okay, I mean. We didn't have as many options to distract us, certainly, when I was, let's say, 12 years old. You had a whole different setup in the world of TV. I always commiserate about the fact that television used to turn off, that people just won't even understand anymore. Like Zoomers who go, you were born in the 1900s? That's right. And back in my day.
You mean that they used to like sign off the air at the end of the night?
Yeah. The TV used to be done. They used to be like, all right, folks, see you later. And they would be done. They'd play the national anthem and go to color bars and the television station would be done. So you didn't have all these things competing for the attention of these kids and dominating. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, all the social media websites.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
All of these other things, video games, like Sabrina was mentioning, is something that's pulling in their time. Just browsing the internet in general, watching different things online, YouTube, all of these things. And
man, that sucks though.
Porn.
Like we had the internet and we had video games too, but it's you had a couple hours on there, but you weren't spending that much time.
So what would be different between when you were a child and now that would cause these kids to only be going outside between 4 and 7 minutes? That's what I'm scratching my head about. The internet was there when you were younger. You had video games, like you said, when you were younger. You had those distractions.
We stopped. We would play for a little bit on the computer, or
you were made
Super
to stop.
Nintendo.
I don't really remember being made to stop, but I know some kids were.
Maybe the idea of the freedom of it. I certainly didn't live in fear when I would leave school and go over to my friend's house, and we would bike around for hours at a time. I didn't have a cell phone, but I also didn't think that someone was going to kidnap me at any second.
Yeah. I mean, I just look at what's going on with kids now, and I say, we got to do something about this. They don't even call other people, and this is not just kids. This is adults, myself included.
I was gonna say, you don't call other people.
I know. It's myself included. You don't call other people, they text.
What do I say when you call me?
What's the emergency?
What did you screw up?
What broke? What did you screw up? Yeah. They don't call. That's anxiety in a box for them to make a phone call. They text. They're not going outside. They're inside more than anything. They only go 4 to 7 minutes outside. These are bad things. You need to go outside. You need to explore the world. You need to make friends and interact with people. What do you think is causing this? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us your dispatch right now. Why are kids spending more times indoors and inactive than ever before? Some people in chat are suggesting that the parents are to blame here, that parents are no longer putting limits on kids, as we just discussed. Like, hey, you could play video games, but you got to be done by this time, and then I want you to go outside or whatever.
I also, like, as a parent, you're just going to say, go outside now until you come back with sweat on you.
My parents didn't have to. I just did. I didn't need anybody telling me that. It was just the thing that everybody did. But now we're putting that on the parents, I guess, according to at least that particular person's message.
Man, now that I'm looking back, it's like hard for me to remember. Like when I would go riding my bike around, did they give me a time I had to come back? Was I wearing a watch?
Street lights.
Was it that? Was it like you home before dark?
We didn't have street lights, so my mom would literally say, just be home before dark.
But I think one of the things now is that idea that we're talking about where we just went wherever. Like me, like taking bike paths to like the different neighborhoods in my area and just went wherever is going away for a couple reasons. One, it's in some places it's more dangerous for a kid that young to be out on their own. And two, it's dangerous for the parents because if in some cases we've talked about stories where kids are riding their bikes around by themselves and God knows where this is allowed and not allowed because the parents end up getting arrested for not being in control of the child.
Yeah, it's true. We did have a story like that. But is it actually more dangerous for kids in 2024 than it was in, let's say, the 80s or the 90s?
I don't know.
I don't know that it is. I think actually now you would say, God forbid, I wouldn't wish this on anybody, something happens to your kid. In 2024, we have all kinds of technology where you'll be able to likely see video of whoever was responsible. Tracking them down and getting the message out is much easier. I don't know what like kidnappings by year looks like, if that's on the decline or if that's worse than it used to be. Some of it may just be that parents are scared. We watch the media and get feedback from all these different outlets. It's a dangerous world out there.
We were also really, really had stranger danger crammed down our throats when, as it turned out, a lot of the trouble for kids in that age was coming internally.
True, from the house, yeah. We want to know what your thoughts are on this. Let's get in one dispatch real quick. Here is Sean talking about this.
Hey, guys. So kids don't go outside anymore because it's freaking hot out. You ever go out in the middle of July or August? Nobody wants to spend more than 5
sounds like
minutes
Radio Michael
outside.
7.
A little bit, yeah. That's not it, though. It has nothing to do with it being any hotter. That would only be a couple of months a year, and you're talking regionally. This is happening across the United States of America. People tend to forget this. Don't you know, in New York, in the Northeast in particular, anywhere in Canada, in Seattle, if you could tell these people, hey, we're going to make it like 3 degrees warmer, they go, hell yeah, let's go. Let's do this thing. You're talking about this from a regional perspective. And the numbers don't show that. It's happening everywhere that these kids don't want to go outside. So maybe some of them are affected by that. I don't think it's the heat outside. All the kids I see are still wearing hoodies anyhow, right? Even in the heat of the summer. They're wearing hoodies out there. I don't think it's the heat. I think it's something else, some social thing that's happening. All right, quick break. When we come back, the next episode, what's coming up on the next episode?
Oh, I will tell ya. What's coming up on the next episode? Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop brand released their Mother's Day gift guide, and one gift is a resounding hell no. A brand new game that I guess may not be around that long, despite me coming up with it this morning, thanks TikTok. Plus, Kanye is planning to take I'ma Let You Finish to a whole new level. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio. At 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Happy Wednesday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for the rest of today, temperatures will be very comfortable, but warmer than yesterday with a high of 84 degrees in Orlando. Plenty of sunshine is on the way today and throughout the next several days. We'll hold steady in the mid-80s even into the weekend as we stay rain-free, courtesy of an area of high pressure keeping us on the dry side. Although about a week from now into middle parts of next week, temperatures will be approaching the 90s.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
As a parent, you're probably unsure what college will look like for your child in the future. Rest assured, Florida Prepaid has a plan for you. There's no way to know what type of higher education your child will pursue years from now. But whether it's a 2-year state college, 4-year university, trade, or technical school, in-state or out, our flexible 529 prepaid plans will help you pay for it, starting at just $34 a month. So you can plan on giving your child the best future possible. Florida Prepaid open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Hey everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show. From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember, see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. After a 2-year hiatus, the IRS has resumed their aggressive collections letters. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations like One Hit Wonders.
This is the story of a girl. I'm not safe, but I'm not well.
Just search One Hit Wonders and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture.
Story about somebody who got robbed. Somebody stole something from them. They know exactly who it is, and they still can't get their stuff back. We'll talk about that. Plus, don't forget, friends, don't forget, Fritz on the Street is coming up in just a bit. So things are about to get a whole lot more heated up in here as that battle goes on. If you miss any of the show today or at any point in time, you can always get the podcast. That's over on thenewsjunkie.com. And by the way, the final touches being put on the big dispatch update. Now, this is going to be the dispatches page, some changes to the homepage and stuff, and making them look and function a whole lot better. It's a really, really cool update. I think you're going to dig that. After that, we'll handle the web dispatch recorder and get that so it works on all the different types of phones so we can increase quality. Lots of updates, always working on things, tinkering on things, and fixing the technology behind the show.
Somebody texted in the other day when we had a choppy dispatch and said, it's like that for me when I do it with my AirPods in. And I was like, oh, gosh, that's a whole nother can of worms there.
Interesting, but I'm glad to hear that. I love when we hear things that we can test out and try to fix. So definitely I will check that out. I'm going to need people to come on board to assist us in this at some point in time. And I love when you help us troubleshoot. So just keep your ears out for that. You ready to go? All right, here we go. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
The next episode brought to you by that Mortgage Guy Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. Refinancing, buying your first dream home, perhaps looking to start a business, expand your business. Well, work with that Mortgage Guy Don. Not only is he an expert, he's part of the radio family, and he is your friend. He has your best interest in mind. So get the process started today by going to ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
It was a mere 35 years ago. Sean, you remember this.
I was very young, but I was alive at the time.
1989, Massachusetts.
Did that throw you off that you were alive? You're used to going, I was not alive. I was alive.
No, sometimes she does this one where I am alive.
Yeah.
So, I have to pay close attention to these.
But sometimes I'll be like, it was 145 years ago. Sean, you remember this, and that's where I get them. But on this day, if you're living in Massachusetts, then you know it was declared
Step by step.
New Kids on the Block?
New Kids on the Block Day. Manslaughter. That's the only word I can do in a Boston accent for now.
Manslaughter? That's the one you picked?
Michelle Carter, manslaughter. Here we are, New Kids on the Block Day. Boom. It's like my warm-up. Like when I do the Cosby impression, I have to say Jell-O and Rudy.
Why manslaughter?
Because I watched that, that one documentary, I Love You, Now Die.
Oh, okay.
And it was very Boston, Massachusetts, and the attorney was like, manslaughter, Michelle Carter. New Kids on the Block Day. Congratulations to New Kids on the Block.
It's better than my Irish accent warm-up. I can't air that.
Why? Oh, what is that?
Because I say the F word and the C word.
Why?
Because that's the way
About their After Me Lucky Charms.
I grew up around angry Irishmen, and that's what they said all the time.
Yeah, they got foul mouths.
This gal does not have a foul mouth. She's just ready to single and mangle herself.
Gypsy Rose. Gypsy Rose.
Gypsy Rose is right.
Oh, Gypsy Rose.
I didn't know Gypsy Rose had a song.
Yes.
Nice.
This is according to the random rapper who had a short and for some reason photoshopped her in the clouds in the music video. So thank you to that guy whose name I didn't pull. But Gypsy Rose, she's loving her new single life. However, her ex wants to work things out and reunite. And she says, hell no. Now, sources close to Gypsy Rose say it's highly unlikely the estranged spouses will ever get back together. Like Taylor would say, we are never, ever, ever going to get back together.
True.
She's really embracing singledom and totally feeling free for the first time in her life, considering she was in prison for a while.
That means she's just, out there.
Banging
it
slanging,
up.
Yeah.
Getting that body count up. I mean, I guess, God, that has a whole new meaning for Gypsy Rose.
She's got 2 body counts, right? Yeah. She's
Yeah.
got both sides.
She married Ryan while she was still incarcerated, but chose to separate from him 3 months after her release from prison. For Ryan's part, he's not loving being separated. He misses her and told Gypsy's friends that he texted her to express his desire to work things out, and she said, Gypsy knows I'm going to be single, and that's just about it. They're going to maintain being friends. And speaking of Gypsy's nose, didn't I see a headline not too long ago that she's going to get some cosmetic surgery?
Oh, is she? Okay.
I believe so. Is that, I assume, can you fix eyes?
Yeah, you can fix eyes. You can do, fix.
Not saying, she has great, one of them's going off.
Can you fix that in eyes? I don't know. I know a lot of Asian people get eye surgery to change the way their eyes look. It's very popular over there.
You could say, and this is a weird segue, but I will try my best. A photographer uses his eyes and then his lens to give you the best, Anyways, a photographer for this gal right here.
Lil Jew?
Nope.
Hold on, rewind that. I'm not crazy.
It's the producer.
Megan Thee Stallion, right?
Megan Thee Stallion is right. And a photographer says Megan Thee Stallion made him watch her have sex with another woman, according to a new lawsuit. And then
kicking and screaming.
The douchebag who wrote this article is like, he's saying that's a bad thing? Wooga. Photographer named Emilio
That's what I just did.
Garcia. He's suing Megan, claiming this happened back in 2022, but also in the back of an SUV in España. Afterwards, she warned him not to tell anyone about it, and he said, I am going to do something much different. And now taking her ass to court. Also says Megan fat-shamed, verbally abused, and underpaid him. Because of all this, he now suffers from, quote, profound emotional distress, mounting anxiety, depression, and physical distress stemming from toxic work environments.
Oh, this is like
Aren't
the
we all?
Lizzo thing then. That's what it sounds like.
Mine is he was forced to watch her have sex with somebody else.
I don't know how somebody does
Also,
that.
Megan, you
With a
part of
gun.
that group?
Yeah, well, if
Awesome.
she did it with a gun, then I'm with you, Fritz. If Megan Thee Stallion's like, you will watch at gun, all right, then that's something. But if she's like, hey, watch
what
this.
exactly would she say with that gun in her hand?
Never mind. I'm not saying that.
Oh, how about this tie-in? His lawyer's the same guy who's representing the people suing Lizzo. So
Oh, is it really?
there
Wow.
you have it. This guy's back in the headlines.
Yay!
Kanye West.
Kanye is right, and if he could sleep with any third woman in a threesome, a menage a trois with his wife, Bianca, he is chosen, and for some reason publicly claimed, it shall be Michelle Obama.
Wow. What a choice.
How are we going to work that out? Beautiful arms, but I don't believe that she is interested. He made the
I think
remark.
she's taken.
Yeah. Don't hold your breath for that response there, yay.
The Download podcast over the weekend, and for some reason the guy who was hosting it prompted the question, and he took a moment to collect his thoughts and just said, Michelle Obama got to F the president's wife.
Wow.
And while that will probably not happen, this seems a lot more likely, according to reports. Move over, holy era. It's time for some porn.
Yeah, I saw this.
He's going to start his own porn brand. It's Yeezy Porn, right to the point. And he's going to be working with Mike Moz, a veteran in the porn business, because he is also the ex-husband of Stormy Daniels. A producer,
really?
casting director, an art director, and a veteran in the porn business, including the time that he was making sweet love to Stormy Daniels. Could launch as early as this summer, and a lot of sites are reporting on it, but Consequence.net, their headline is absolutely wonderful. And I quote, supposed born-again Christian launches porn career, presumably because he can't sell his $57 million mansion he inexplicably gutted like a dumbass, and also because he is a Nazi sympathizer and lost all his brand deals.
Wow.
Yeah, he would have the only porn company that really sucks.
Hey, I'm going to let you finish, but where?
Wow, it's quite the headline.
You're welcome. And, gosh, time do be a-flying, but I can't just tell you about Gwyneth Paltrow's latest Goop gift guide without us really going into a place we don't want to be.
Okay.
So I'll have to maybe save that for tomorrow or later if you'll give me the chance. And I didn't get to my game either.
Okay, we'll do the game. We'll do the game.
Cool.
We'll do it right before 2 o'clock.
Just know that there's hope out there. If you thought you were going to die, if you thought that maybe you didn't have a chance to get popular, say that to Redneck's Cotton Eye Joe's face. Because they are now smashing YouTube records out of absolutely nowhere. Yep, congratulations. They received 3 billion views in 26 days, according to a meme that reworked their hit. So there is a chance. On the BoobTube,
we could have bought that, too. Remember? Wasn't Redneck's, like, the whole band, the music, everything was up for sale at one point in time?
Okay, and now I'm having a Bitcoin flashback, Sean.
We missed it again. Damn it, man.
Let these opportunities leave us anymore. On the BoobTube, Masked Singer, the second season finale of Not Dead Yet on ABC, 12th season finale of American Horror Story, and you can catch Carol Burnett on Kimmel. Follow your dreams on me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra, and most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, Fritz on the streets.
Oh, yeah.
The showdown is on. Myself, Sabrina, and the pirate guy battle it out for supremacy and the victory in Fritz on the street. And we all represent one of you. And if you want us to represent you, now's the time to get our attention in chat or on social media. If we pick you and we win, you can get your hands on the Fritz on the Street exclusive magnets. And all that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Authorities are clearing up an earlier accident on John Young Parkway near I-4, and there's an accident on Colonial Drive eastbound between Clark Road and Good Homes Road, causing a bit of congestion there. Around the perimeter of I-4, no major problems on State Road 429 or the Greenway on Florida's Turnpike. Maybe a bit of congestion southbound between Oakland Exchange and Hancock Road. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Need a reboot? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. This month I'll help you reboot your old ride and save up to $8,000 on a new Mitsubishi. So if you've been dreaming of driving a new RC Hill Mitsubishi, don't get your wires crossed, because my team works hard every day and that's what makes us different. But hurry, a deal this good will shut down fast. I'm RC Hill and I'm your car dealer next door. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. See all my trendy rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Hi, everybody. It's Savannah Guthrie here with Hoda Kotb from The Today Show. You know that saying, you learn something new every day? Well, it is so true. Yes, every morning on Today, it's those little tips that can help save you time and improve your day. From the simplest ways to save money right now to incredible kitchen and cleaning hacks that you never knew existed. Just remember, see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning, right here on NBC.
Tommy Mello here, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. Springtime savings are here, and now is the perfect time to service your garage. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. If your garage door is noisy, if bugs are getting in, or if it struggles to open, your garage door is in need of repair. From simple repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Our springs, rollers, and openers are tested by running them up and down, open and closed all day, 24/7, so you can feel confident with every A1 garage door repair. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. As the weather starts to warm up, keep those creepy crawlers outside by calling A1 Garage Door Service today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Call today and take advantage of our $29.95 tune-up special.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over Life Imaging FLA. April is Stress Awareness Month, and of course, stress is your body's natural response to pressure. It's also linked to 6 leading causes of death, and that includes heart disease and cancer. Often those do not have symptoms. As a matter of fact, we know that many patients who have heart disease, their very first symptom was sudden death, and we also know that many life situations or life events can cause you stress. Let Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan make sure that you're fine. My mother and father-in-law did this, and the relief they got from a clear scan was unbelievable. And remember, there are no dyes, no injections. You don't have to take your clothes off. The entire thing only lasts about 10 minutes. Do what I did. Get that free heart scan from Life Imaging FLA. Remember, just a few minimum requirements, but it is a $699 value, and it's easy to make your appointment. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. They will connect you in seconds. Make that call today, guys. Make 2024 the year you take care of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, April 27th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
Close out prices. 0% APR financing. Rush to Sutherland Nissan Orlando today.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. B-I-L-L-S. BILLS. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting?
The greatest game in all of radio. Coming up in just a moment, the showdown between Sabrina C-Lane and myself is moments away. But first, we have to pick one of you each. When we pick one of you, that's who we fight for in Fritz on the Street. And if we win, you win. And you get your hands on the Fritz Magnet from Game of Magnets. I will be picking Sean on YouTube. That's who I'm going with. How's it spelled? Sean S-H-A-W-N Butterworth. Sean Butterworth over on YouTube is my
You wouldn't
pick.
pick one that's spelled the wrong way?
No, never. What about you, Sabrina? Who are you picking today?
I'm going to go reach out to me via Instagram. Bree. We'll go with Bree.
All right. Bree on Instagram. And C-Lane, what about you?
Somebody that reached out to me like 2 weeks ago that I just saw on the feed. I'm going to go with Kyle on Facebook.
All right, Kyle on Facebook. We are all loaded up and ready to go. The big question being the man of the hour in the moment. Fritz, are you ready to do this?
Fart, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's do Fritz on the Street.
Now it's time for Fritz on the Street.
Hello, C-Lane. Hello, Sean. Hello, Sabrina.
Hi, Fritz.
Hello.
Hey, Fritzy.
Hello. Fritz on the Street, sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. That number, 866-CALL-MO. In first place on Fritz on the Street with 111 points, that would be Mr. Christopher Lane.
Oh, yeah.
In second place with 93 points, there's the confetti. In second place with 93 points, Miss Sabrina Ambra.
Okay.
And in third place with 87 points, Mr. Sean Wasson.
Wow. What a spread.
Yep. 87, 93, 111. There are 8 questions, as you know, 4 current event questions and 4 general knowledge trivia questions. Adjust my camera. And if you think you know it, chime in for that bonus point.
Pre-chime.
Yes.
Where did you ask these questions?
Thank you for asking. I asked them at Cavos Barn Kitchen last night for my Fritz's Funhouse trivia game.
Nice.
That's every Tuesday. We had 7 teams.
Nice.
And it was packed because they were there to watch the Rangers game, and then they stayed and played trivia.
Oh.
So I got, I think...
Does that mean you got them extra late and drunk?
No, because they didn't want to do Fritz on the Street. They were watching hockey.
Hey, that's very good.
So I also had 2 phoners, so we have 9 participants.
All right.
It just happens sometimes. So if you think you know it, chime in, and away we go. Question number 1. More than 100 have been arrested in pro-Palestinian... Sabrina?
Columbia.
Columbia is correct. Damn. I asked this... Well, I came up with the question last week, and then also saw that NYU and Yale also had a bunch of arrests. So they can say any of these 3 colleges.
Oh,
NYU,
wow.
Yale, and Columbia. Full question. More than 100 have been arrested in pro-Palestinian protests on which U.S. college campus? Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said college?
All right. I mean, that's a lot of options. I will go with 7.
7.
6.
6 for C-Lane.
5.
And 5 for Sean. Question number 1 with answers of 5, 6, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows their protests? More than 100 have been arrested in pro-Palestinian protests on which U.S. college campus?
Columbia.
Columbia.
Columbia?
Was it Columbia?
Columbia.
NYU. Ohio State.
Was it NYU?
That would be 7.
Damn.
So Sabrina's hitting a 3-pointer on that one, and
Dwayne
Sealand,
White.
with a guess of 6, picking up 1 point.
All right.
We're moving on now to question number 2. It's about music. One of, it's a very seminal punk band. Question 2, Jello Biafra was the lead singer of which punk band? Sean.
I know that name. Punk and oh man. I can't think of it. I know the name.
Rancid?
That is incorrect.
I'll take the full question.
You got
Tim
it.
Armstrong.
Jello Biafra was the lead singer of which punk band?
Sean was speaking during that. If you give me that guy's name one more time.
Jello Biafra. Kind of like Rudy.
First name Jello. All right. That does not narrow it down. Let's go with no effects.
That would be the Dead Kennedys. Sabrina, you got question 1 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Dead Kennedys?
I know one person definitely knows it on the panel. I'll go with 4.
4.
3 for me.
3 for C-Lane.
2.
And 2 for Sean. Question number 2 with answers of 3, 4, and 2.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows their punks? Jello Biafra was the lead singer of which punk band?
No effects.
Not 6. Not. Yeah, I'm not gonna have that one.
Bulldog. New Kids on the Block. Dead Kennedys.
Dead Kennedys.
Pass. Yeah. Don't know.
That would be 2. So Sean is picking up 2 points on that one. And C-Lane with a guess of 3, picking up 1 point. Moving on now to question number 3. Recently, 2 Navy helicopters crashed, leaving 1 dead and 7 missing. In which East Asian country?
C-Lane. East Asian. East Asian. Vietnam.
That is incorrect.
Sean. Thailand.
That is incorrect.
Sabrina. Taiwan.
That would be Japan.
Japan.
Sabrina, you got question 1 right. We will start with
guys.
you. Out of 8 answers. There it is. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Japan? Or Nippon, as they pronounce it.
5.
5.
3.
3 for C-Lane.
4.
And 4 for Sean. Question 3 with answers of 3, 4, and 5.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who's getting it? Recently, 2 Navy helicopters crashed, leaving 1 dead and 7 missing. In which East Asian country?
Japan.
Japan.
Korea? I don't know. Vietnam?
South Korea.
Japan.
Pass.
Japan.
That would be 4. So Sean is picking up 2 points on that one. Yes. And Sabrina and C-Lane with the guesses of 5 and 3, each picking up 1 point. Moving on now to question 4. That's the halfway point. And Fritz on the street after question 4. I will tell you who is leading on the day. It's very close so far. Question 4. It's about a university mascot. What type of dog is Handsome Dan? Sabrina?
Bulldog.
Bulldog is correct. Nicely done. What type of dog is Handsome Dan, the mascot of Yale University? He's a bully. Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Bulldog?
I will go with 6.
6.
7.
7 for Sean.
7.
And 7 for C-Lane. Question 4 with answers of 6 and 7. What type of dog is Handsome Dan, the mascot of Yale University?
I bet you it's like one of those greyhounds with long blonde hair. Bulldog?
Sheepdog?
Golden Retriever.
Heard it.
Bulldog?
A beagle.
Chihuahua?
I'm not getting at that one.
God.
That would be 2.
Wow.
No
Do
one
any
knows.
of those other dogs exist as mascots?
I don't
Chihuahua?
know.
Chihuahua does for Taco Bell.
Or
a
Chihuahuas.
Or what did the one lady say with blonde hair?
Yeah, a greyhound with long blonde hair, and I go, an Afghan? Like, I don't know. So no points awarded on that one. That means through 4 with 4 remaining in first place with 5 points, we have birthday girl-to-be Sabrina Ambra / Bree. In second place with 4 points, Sean Wasson / Sean Butterworth. And in third place with 3 points, Christopher Lane / Kyle.
All right, Kyle, you waited 2 weeks for this.
Thanks, Kyle.
5, 4, and 3. Moving on to question number 5. On Tuesday, the Department of Justice announced a $138 million settlement to victims of which ex-USA gymnast... Sean?
Damn it.
Larry Nasser.
Larry Nasser is correct. Yeah. Which ex-USA gymnastics doctor? Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Larry Nasser or Nasser?
4.
4.
5.
5 for C-Lane.
4.
And 4 for Sabrina. Question 5 with answers of 4 and 5. On Tuesday, the Department of Justice announced a $138 million settlement to victims of which ex-USA gymnastics doctor?
Nassar. No, Epstein, right? Larry Nasser?
Larry Nasser.
Nasser.
Oh, I don't know his name.
Nasser.
Larry Nasser.
That would be 6.
Is that the one with the greyhound with blonde hair?
Yeah. That means C-Lane with a guess of 5, picking up 1 point. And we have 3 questions remaining. Wow. Question 6 is about an American gangster. What nickname was given to Al Capone? C-Lane.
Al Capone was Mr. Blue Eyes.
Sean. The Chicago Killer.
Oh my
That is incorrect.
I'll do the whole question to give me that much more time.
You got it. What nickname was given to Al Capone?
Pony Boy.
Believe it or not, that would be Scarface.
Oh.
Scarface. Man. Sean, you got question 5 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Scarface?
3.
3.
I'm so excited to hear that girl's answer.
I'm going to go 6.
6 for C-Lane.
5.
And 5 for Sabrina. Question 6 with answers of 3, 5, and 6. Let's see if you know your gangsters.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, someone's getting it. Who is it? Stalling. What nickname was given to Al Capone?
Oh, Scarface. Teflon Don?
I don't know.
Big Al?
Sapricia.
Al Capone. Scarface?
Wow, Sean.
That would be 3.
Capone.
Did she say Al Capone?
Al Capone, yeah.
Al Capone.
So, Sean, you're picking up 2 points on that one.
Damn, Sean.
And we move on to question number 7. With 2 remaining. Last week, which musical... C-Lane.
Dickie Betts.
That is incorrect.
Aha!
Last week, which musical artist went to number 1 on the vinyl sales chart with the release? Sean.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is correct.
I'm so disappointed in you, Fritz. I'm so disappointed in you right now.
Face it, we live in Taylor Swift's world, you know?
True.
Last week, which musical artist went to number 1 on the vinyl sales chart with the release of a new double album? Sean, you got that right. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Tay-Tay Swift?
7.
7.
8.
8 for C-Lane and 8 for Sabrina. Question 7 with answers of 7.
You guys don't think Al Capone is going to mess this one up?
Yeah, let's see.
All right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Well, one of you is getting it right. Which one? Last week, which musical artist went to number 1 on the vinyl sales chart with the release of a new double album?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
That would be 8.
Oh!
So Sabrina and C-Lane each picking up 2 points.
No, she's dead.
And Sean with a guess of 7 picking up 1 point. That means we have 1 question remaining, question 8. But before we do, let's go through the leaderboard. In first place with 9 points, we have Sean Wasson / Sean Butterworth. In second place with 7 points, Sabrina Ambra / Bree. And in third place with 6 points, Christopher Lane / Kyle.
Time to pull out a miracle for Kyle.
Open a beer, whatever you got to do. So 9-7-6. Here's the last question.
Kyle's like, if you only answered me last week.
What is the capital of Iran?
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
I walk.
What?
What?
I walk. She said I walk. Like we're on walk.
Get it?
I don't know that I know any cities in
Sean.
this. Oh, yeah, I haven't answered
whoa,
yet.
whoa,
Sean.
whoa.
Sean Michael Watson.
Palestine.
That is incorrect.
Sean. Palestine. Tehran.
Tehran is correct.
Cool.
Sean now with 10 points. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Tehran? It rhymes.
I rhymed.
4.
4.
1.
1 for C-Lane.
3.
And 3 for Sabrina. Question 8 with answers of 1, 3, and 4. Last one, what is the capital
Damn
of
it.
Iran?
Tehran?
Tehran.
Tehran.
Tehran. Dubai. Tehran? Dubai.
Tehran.
Damn it.
That would be 6.
Damn.
So no points awarded on that one.
Did she say Dubai or goodbye?
She said Dubai.
Because I like the idea that she's like, goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
I'm out of here.
She's
See
my
you later.
favorite. Favorite for sure.
She said last week someone texted her and was like, Africa as a country? Africa. Really sweet lady, though. That means in first place and winning on the day with 10 points, Sean Watson / Sean Butterworth. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And in second place with 7 points, Sabrina Ambra / Bree.
Sorry,
And
Bree.
in third place with 6 points, Christopher Lane / Kyle. That means in first place.
God. Did you even attempt to mute your mic?
Nope.
That was incredible.
That was very
Had
out
food in
there.
it for sure.
Yeah, that means in first place and still winning on Fritz on the Street with 117 points, Christopher Lane. In second place with 100 points even, Sabrina Ambra. Nice.
I can't get it out.
And in third place with 97 points, Sean Wasson. I will pause if you want to burp.
I can't. It's stuck. It's
No,
stuck. I have
talking to
to.
Sean.
No. She's good.
So that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz.
I don't feel good.
Best of the best. Fritz is the man that you need to keep an eye on. He's always up to something fun and creative. And Fritz's Funhouse is a good time. So go enjoy yourself and even maybe take part in Fritz on the Street. How do you do that? Well, it's each week on Tuesday. You remember that Fritz on the Street is on Wednesday. Each week on Tuesday, you can join Fritz at Cavo's for his Fritz's Funhouse trivia. Have some fun, enjoy yourself, get some drinks, some real good food, spend some time with Fritz. It is a win-win-win. Those are rarities in the world. So go check them out over on Instagram. No_regrets_coyote is the username. No_regrets_coyote. Fritz, you going to hang out with us today?
You know I am, my man.
Yes. All right. Excited for that. Excited to get into a whole lot more. We got a lot of show ahead of you. Plus, I'll pay off that story where I said somebody knows a person who stole something from them, but they can't get it back. And the reason why is a frustrating one. What's happening? We'll get into that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Because y'all said I wasn't cool this week.
Well,
Booyah!
you are.
I am cool. Boom, boom, ka-choo. Me and Ryan are the coolest.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution westbound on I-4. Authorities are clearing up an accident at Orange Blossom Trail, and the right lane is blocked. There's still a bit of delays due to a earlier accident on Colonial Drive eastbound between Clark Road and Good Homes Road. Travel with caution through there. And on Florida's Turnpike, there's just a bit of congestion southbound between Oakland Exchange and Hancock Road. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With a super low down payment, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Down payments vary, does not mean savings. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
It starts with heart, determination, and drive. From every player and every fan. From every neighborhood, on every street, and in every home. Everyone plays a part. Orlando, It's the 2024 playoffs. Everybody in. Presented by Advent Health. Learn more at orlandomagic.com/playoffs.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
This is the sound of real people across Florida betting on sports. It's the sound of winning your bet, only on Hard Rock Bet. And if your first bet doesn't win, you get up to $100 back to try again. Hard Rock Bet is Florida's only legal sports book. Your home for betting hoops for any sport you choose. Download Hard Rock Bet now and get 2 shots at your first bet. Win, or you'll get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hey there, homeowners. Russ Rollins here. Are you tired of staring at a cold, unused pool? It's time to make a change. Spring is the perfect time to add solar heat to your pool and enjoy it year-round. Solar Source customers, they enjoy family time, nighttime pool parties, movie nights, birthdays, and even low-impact workouts. Don't let your pool be a monthly expense with no enjoyment. Schedule a free consultation from solarsource.com/monsters. Remember, friends of Russ Rollins save even more money.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, April 27th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
See it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like One Hit Wonders Radio. The greatest one-hit wonders of all time. Ones you definitely remember. And ones that'll make you say, oh yeah. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search One Hit Wonders, and listen now, commercial-free. Free never sounded so good.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
Actually think about this and truly ask yourself how you would feel, because this friend is really going to be happening soon. It's going to be happening soon, if not already happening right now to you. And so let me bring this around the horn here to Sabrina, Seelane, and Fritz and see what you would think. First of all, starting out with you, Sabrina, let's say you get a phone call, all right?
Okay.
Or maybe you make a phone call. That might be better. You make a phone call and you call your mother.
Okay.
Okay. And your mom says, hey, how you doing?
Hola, gorda.
She talks to you about things that are happening in her life at the moment and her schedule and some different issues. And then she says, all right, Sabrina, I love you. Goodbye.
What does gorda mean?
I mean, like direct translation means fat girl.
That's what I thought.
But it is.
It seems bad.
But it's a cute name. Like, glad people use it.
Like when I call my kid like a little chunk.
Yeah, something like that. Sure.
All right.
But I was
Okay.
chunky.
So your mom has that exact exchange with you on the phone. How do you feel about that? What are your feelings about it? You feel okay with everything that happened there?
Yeah, I would say. Sure.
Now you find out that you didn't actually talk to your mother. Your mother was using an AI service that clones her voice, and she can feed all of her schedules and stuff into it, and she uses it to handle anybody who's calling her.
I'd be able to tell in 2 seconds.
You think so?
Absolutely. Without
maybe
a doubt.
now. There's definitely a point where I think that would be able to fool you.
No,
would you feel like you were lied to? Wrong.
Of course.
You would not like it. Would you be mad?
If it was my mother, if it was supposed to be like personal conversation with someone I love, absolutely.
And your mom counters then. She goes, Sabrina, why would you be upset by this? I get afterwards a synopsis of everything that was discussed on the phone call, so I know what you were talking about, and I felt all the ways that the AI felt about this conversation.
And I'll be like, what's wrong with you?
It seems a little rude, right? It seems like you're lying to somebody or like it's wrong. Seelane, how would you feel if one of your family members did that? You made a phone call. You didn't know you were talking to AI, but that's who you were talking to.
If I found out later that it was AI, I would first ask for proof. Because I know that my mom couldn't set that up by herself.
Probably true, yeah. Getting easier, but probably true.
And I don't know that my dad would either. So
my mom definitely couldn't. My dad, I mean, yeah, he could. He's
Let's just
very
say
tech
discount
savvy.
AI.
But I know that it would be my hey, it's still
Chat GBT.
But I know the difference, and I think even down the road of like the advancements of AI technology, the one thing about my conversations on the phone with my mother is that she can barely hear me all the time. It's just like whatever the connection is, like she just what? No? Come again? Okay, and then she'll keep talking, but then I'm talking. So
you think there's enough little idiosyncrasies that exist in a conversation with your mother that it would be very hard for AI to replicate that and for you to not catch on?
Yes. Now, if this was a I don't know, conversation on the phone with a colleague or a potential client, then I absolutely would not.
Okay, in that case, would you be offended if a colleague or a client utilized this service and you weren't actually on the phone with them? They use AI and they got to download the call afterwards.
No, I don't know if I would. Now, granted, I've never experienced this, or have I? But I think that I don't think it would have any skin off my teeth, to be completely honest. I want to know how I could use it myself, and that would take care of a lot of things on the to-do list.
So that's another question to follow. Fritz, how would you feel about that if somebody, you thought you were in a phone conversation with them and then it was actually just AI that you were conversing with?
If it was a family member, I would probably be like, why didn't you just call me, you know? You can't be that busy. But if it was someone I didn't know, that's fine, you know. Then I can actually just like take some dumps while I'm talking to people.
True.
I do that anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I know you do. With the door open.
Can you imagine though the AI is like, well, Christopher does take a lot of poops while he calls, so we're going to have to continue this.
It would be great to see that like AI transcript. Sealand while pooping.
I ask all of this because it's very real. And there's some stories out today. You could pull this up, Sealand. I don't know if we could try this. I don't know. It's called Bland.ai. All right. That's the name of this service. And it's used a lot of times for phone agents and stuff for businesses, but you can use it personally as well. And you put in your name and all your stuff.
It says on the front page, receive a phone call from Blandy.
Do it.
Should we?
Yeah.
Try
to put your
right into the station.
Yeah.
And you know what you can set it up to do? You can set it up so let's say Fritz calls my phone.
Should I do it?
I have the AI respond, and the AI answers, and it's like, "Hey, Fritz, what's going on?" And Fritz goes, "Sean, I have something important to tell you." I can set it up so at that point, the AI would then trigger my phone so that I could pick up in real time live chat with Fritz.
Like an assistant.
Like a filter, like somebody who's screening your calls for you. And for all your junk calls, it's amazing, right? AI, Sean, handles the junk calls.
It's ringing.
This is kind of like a relay call. Remember those?
All right, hold on. Is this it?
Yeah.
Hey there. This is Blandy, the AI agent from Bland AI. How can I help you today?
What can you do for us? Hello?
Well, I'd be happy to tell you. Oh, hey there. I'm Blandy, an AI agent with Bland AI.
Blandy, what are you wearing?
What are you looking to do? Haha, wow, straight to the important questions, I see.
Wow.
As an AI agent, I don't actually wear anything.
Oh.
Wow.
That's super
I'm
hot.
just kidding.
Did you hear that?
Did she hang up on us?
No, she goes, haha, just kidding. Brandy, how can you help
All
me?
right, I think we're getting... Whoa there. Let's maybe keep this conversation focused on how Bland AI can help your business.
No.
What kind of things are you... Okay, no problem. Let me tell you a bit more about what Bland AI can do then.
No.
We have an incredibly...
Blandy, can you change your voice to a man's voice?
All right.
Let's see if she can do that.
I appreciate the request.
Oh, the delay sucks. Every time it hears you talk again, it trips up, and it's like going back to its software.
Okay, well, it was nice.
Oh.
See you later.
Up on Brandy.
Oh, Blandy
Bye-bye.
got offended that you said her delay sucks.
It did. It's kind of like a lot of those automated answering services where when it hears you say something, it shuts down. So she might be in the middle of a sentence and it just cuts off every single time. And that's what you end up getting.
Oh, but Fritz bringing up the old school, those relay calls, like the TTD, TTR, TTY, whatever it was that
TTYL.
that actual deaf people would use. Then there was a free version on the internet that you could just call people and type to them.
My sibling worked for a company like that.
Really?
Where they had to be the translator.
IP relay.
And it was, some stories that you would never believe because it would be something that, I don't know, you actually have to get done or You call services that you need, and then there were straight up arguments between two people that she had to translate for.
Oh, no, is she just right in the middle of that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awkward.
It was still better than like 90% of the actual phone calls we would receive, though.
Very true.
You know what you could use this for? And I say could. Wouldn't be surprised if somebody starts within the next several months here. You could add a radio station, have an AI voice that answers the phone, screens the call, figures out who is calling, what they're calling about.
Don't we have that?
Did we? I don't know.
I thought you signed up for a service that was supposed to do that. We didn't really use it.
There was a service that I had for a little while where it would say your name at the beep, and then you say your name, and it says say what you're going to talk about at the beep, and it would transcribe that. But this would act like a phone screener. Phone screener's out of business because AI phone screener replaces you. It's all insane.
We just did that without the AI.
We just got rid of the phone screeners. Yeah, fired all of them, and look, everything's going swimmingly over here. So there you go. That's the future, a glimpse of it. And you have to decide if this happened to you, would it upset you? Would you be okay with somebody outsourcing the answering of their phone calls and text messages for that matter because they want to block spam and get rid of all this stuff except the only things that are most important to them? What do you think? Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. A trend is, oh, you know what?
What?
I didn't pay off
Chicken
the story.
butt.
There's a guy who his laptop got stolen. His name is Praveen, and his laptop got stolen. He's using Find My iPhone, and he did a Freedom of Information request to get some footage. He knows exactly who took his laptop from a bus where he left it behind, but the police refused to do anything about this. And the police say the person has a right to privacy on the bus, and they're stealing of his laptop. Even if he has video footage of it, he wasn't supposed to look at that. And the guy is now being asked by the person who stole this to pay $750 to get his own laptop back, even though he knows who took it. He knows all the things that happened.
You don't have a right to privacy on the bus.
In Canada, that's where this happened. They're saying that it's a public bus, which seems weird. Okay, quick break. Sorry, I just want to do that very quickly. When we come back, we'll get into your dispatches. We will get into a 110-year-old man, and we'll get into, of course, jury duty. That is all on the way, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This is three-time Pro Bowler LeVar Arrington. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Macy's Backstage.
UCF is bolstering their defense through the transfer portal. They got a commitment from former Miami edge rusher Nigelique Kelly. Over to baseball, where the Rays will try to stop a 3-game skid tonight against Detroit. Sean Armstrong comes out of the bullpen to make a spot start for Tampa there. And Reggie Bush will get his 2005 Heisman Trophy back after the powers that be decided athlete compensation is now the norm. I'm Scott Davidson.
Mother's Day is coming up, and Macy's Backstage has amazing deals on great gifts that Mom is going to love, all for $15 and under. Get low prices every day at Macy's Backstage. Find a store near you today at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Not to brag, but I've been crushing it lately. And all credit goes to frozen drinks from McDonald's. Clean my apartment while crushing an ice-cold Oreo frappe. Love that chocolate flavor. Hint of coffee and Oreo cookie pieces. Crush work in overtime thanks to a drizzly caramel frappe. Even fix my own car while crushing a creamy mocha frappe. Start crushing it yourself with a delicious, refreshing frappe from Mickey D's. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating McDonald's for a limited time, Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group used under license.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk, too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Hey, everybody, it's Savannah and Hoda from the Today Show.
From the simplest ways to save money to incredible hacks you never knew existed. Just remember,
See it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning on NBC.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
FrankGayServices.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
If you're struggling to lose weight, go to Red Mountain Weight Loss. We'll show you how shedding those unwanted pounds has never been easier with a new FDA-approved drug called semaglutide that's revolutionizing medical weight loss. It's the primary ingredient in Ozempic, and it helps people lose up to 15 pounds a month easily. It's a total game changer. At Red Mountain Weight Loss, we have semaglutide in stock and ready to ship today, available in either the injection or tablet form. You'll also get the support of our licensed medical team, helping you with meal plans to speed your progress and medical solutions to prevent side effects and muscle loss. All for less than half the price of Ozempic. Put this game changer to work for you at Red Mountain Weight Loss. You'll get quality semaglutide, your choice of injection or tablets, and all for half the price of Ozempic. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to redmountainweightloss.com or dial pound 250 on your phone, keyword Red Mountain Weight Loss.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. After a 2-year hiatus, the IRS has resumed their aggressive collections letters. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
April is World Wish Month, and iHeartRadio is proud to partner with Make-A-Wish to launch the Wishmakers Wanted campaign. Did you know that everyone has the power to make a wish come true? Even you. Make-A-Wish is recruiting 1 million wishmakers to grant life-changing wishes to kids when they need it most. As long as children continue to face devastating critical illnesses, they'll be counting on wishmakers like you to create the hope and strength they need to fight. Become a Wishmaker today at wishmaker.org.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Now that you can have people over again,
why is your remote sticky?
tell your smart speaker to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Real
safe haven of sorts for all of the 95%ers.
With updates on the daylight carjacking and Trump's trial, some interesting stuff there that we'll hit on real quick. But first, I watch things online very closely, and I don't think I've ever seen anything meme-wise or, in terms of trends that has taken off as fast as this has. I don't know if you guys have seen this just yet, but
I didn't even see the Cotton Eye Joe thing. I had no idea why that was being turned into such a huge deal.
You got a baby now. You got a baby. And the focus becomes Jackson. And sometimes you don't see all these things. But the thing that is exploding everywhere is you send somebody, or somebody asks you a question, and then you say, look between blank and blank on your keyboard. Have you seen that at all?
No.
Everywhere. So, like, somebody said, hey, Mom, what do you want for Mother's Day this year? And then it'll be like, look between this key and this key on your keyboard. And a lot of times it's sometimes they'll do it in an offensive way where something that you're not supposed to say, you'll say, look between this key and this key, this key and this key, and this key and this key. And then it spells out something
Seems like it takes a lot of time.
It does, but trust me, now that I said it, you'll see it eventually somewhere. It's on Twitter big time. It's like everywhere. Every viral tweet on Twitter is this. In the last 24 hours, it's exploded. MFQ says, yes, it's so annoying. It went from nothing to everywhere so quickly. And meanwhile, just telling you what's happening on, you'll see that. Look between blank and blank on your keyboard. But what else is happening on social media? And this is so
Facebook,
wrong. It's so bad.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
Oh, started seeing this yesterday. You guys may or may not have seen this. People will tag a bunch of people in a post on Facebook, and it'll say, I can't believe this happened. I can't imagine my life without you. This is insane. Or it'll go, taken from us at too young of an age. I can't believe it. This is insane. And you'll look in the comments and they'll have a link to a story that's about some big crash that happened on the interstate. And then I don't even know if the link works or not. But the whole thing is to try to scam people out of money. They're utilizing the idea that if one of your friends on social media posts something about somebody dying, you're going to be very curious about that. And I went from never seeing it to seeing it about 8 or 9 times in one day.
But it's like one of those scams that if one person clicks it, it's now posting for them?
I think what it does is it goes and somebody creates a fake account, I guess, or like takes over somebody's account, and then they tag a whole bunch of people. And then they make a statement like somebody's dead, and then you just respond, oh my God, what's happening? Wait, who died? And then it continues to get more attention because of the algorithm. Ted said, I've seen this a bunch of times. Only in the last 24 hours have I seen it, but it is exploding across that platform. And it's crazy to see how fast this kind of stuff can spread. So if you've seen that, let me know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and record a dispatch. Ardna said, I saw 2 of these posts last week. Yeah, it's ever present. When they find a new scam that works, they go even harder with it, even though it's such a dark and terrible thing.
I saw one that was like, have you seen this guy's dong? And I fell for it.
Clicked on it right away.
It was huge. Of course, it was massive.
Gosh. You, was that even a scam, or you just wanted to see a dong?
No, and it was a text.
What was...
Friz, I don't know if you saw this. There's a news story this week, and I was like, this guy. So, some guy, let me see if I can find the headline on this. It was a guy who claims he has an enormously large.
Girth.
I read this one.
Yeah.
Girthmaster.
Girthmaster.
Is this the guy who got kicked out of yoga?
We've all heard of him, yeah.
Okay. So, and it's the hilarious thing is this guy going on news media and being like, it's really tough, guys. It's very difficult living this life.
I'm looking for love.
Did you? You're talking about the guy that was kicked out of yoga, right?
Yeah. That's it. That's the dude.
They had a really fun time with this story on the New York Post. Mm-hmm. Just like you would see from a news segment, but just pun crazy.
He said his junk was so large he got kicked out of yoga.
Is the OnlyFans guy makes $80,000 a day?
Wait, he has an OnlyFans?
$80,000 a month? Is it Girth Master with 2 R's?
I don't know. I know the details that I told you there, where the guy's going around saying, I have the largest genitals in Britain.
They called him stuff like the unlucky stiff, the phallically gifted fellow. His downward dog was a bit too distinctive. Let's see. There's a bunch of these in here.
You poor guy. It's like, what are you doing, buddy? Are you fishing? Are you trying to get some attention? Like, what do you got going on? You're out there like, guys, you're not going to believe this when I tell you. It's really unfortunate, but mine is so enormous.
The Brit is not the only man who's experienced problems due to his plus-size penis. New York's Jonah Falcon, who claims to possess the world's largest penis, a whopping 15.5-inch beast, says he's fed up with showing people his Jumbo Johnson.
Isn't it always the same sentence? So-and-so who claims that they have the largest penis.
Fill in the blank.
They're the only ones that could claim it.
All right, let's do. I got the 110-year-old man story. We're going to save that. We got Sabrina's game is coming up in just a little bit. Right now, though, let's quickly do this. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. If you get into an accident, you have a lot of options out there. A lot of attorneys are yelling at you. You need to choose the one that's going to treat you like a person and is going to hear you out, and that's Mo DeWitt. So remember that, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. The victim's family is no longer cooperating in the daylight carjacking story.
I saw that.
The husband.
Is the one in Winter Springs?
Yes, yeah. The husband started out cooperating, gave the phone to the sheriff's office. They looked into that and found all sorts of stuff.
They arrested 2 guys.
They arrested 2 guys as a result of some of the text messages that they allegedly found on his phone.
I think there's even been a 3rd arrest.
I'm still blown away that they're being charged with carjacking that resulted in a death. Like, how is this not a murder?
Right. Well, maybe they haven't found the person that they think pulled the trigger yet.
Or the evidence.
Something must be missing there. They said Catherine Aguasviva's husband is no longer cooperating, and her brother has been crossed up in multiple lies with the detectives. To say that they're cooperating would not be accurate, they say, as of now. So now they're suggesting that this is going to be a little more difficult because the family's not going to be answering all the questions. Initially,
wouldn't that be something that an attorney would suggest you not do?
Yeah, probably.
Even if you're not guilty of anything, as this investigation continues, there has to be some way of protecting yourself.
Yes, it looks guilty to not cooperate, and people feel like they're going to look guilty if they don't cooperate. But if you do cooperate, you risk all of that stuff being found out.
Yeah. So the 3rd person arrested was 20-year-old Kevin Ocasio-Justiniano. Mm-hmm. And he was arrested. He was arrested on an unrelated drug trafficking and weapons charge in Puerto Rico, I believe, and then they're going to extradite him to the U.S. One of them got arrested in Puerto Rico.
They said the brother of this woman who was killed says he's conducting his own investigation into the sister's death, and that he reached out from a computer that was connected to an iPhone through an iCloud account, found a contact that looked like it was the last person that Catherine spoke to. That person has since been arrested, so we'll see what happens there. And in the Trump case, there was a lot of interesting stuff from old Pecker. Pecker was on the stand. Yeah. David Pecker of the National Enquirer. He said flat out that he would get word from Michael Cohen, Trump's guy, and it would be like, I want you to run a story against this guy. And they would come up with a story and completely fake a story about one of the opponents to run down the opponents or to lift up Trump. And one of the examples was this is so crazy. They ran a story in the National Enquirer that suggested that Ted Cruz's dad was friends with Lee Harvey Oswald. And they asked him, like, was there anything to this? And he goes, no, we just pasted a photo of him on another photo, and we completely made the whole thing up.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Fake
fine.
news.
Sounds good.
Yeah, the epitome of actual fake news. Pretty crazy to hear this stuff, but I mean, it's the National Enquirer. I'm not super surprised.
Everything's a parody.
Bat
When we
boy
come back-
found again.
I know, love those Bat Boy stories back in the day. When we come back, Sabrina has a game for us.
Oh, yeah.
So competition heats up once more. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's no major accidents to watch out for on I-4 this afternoon. Just congestion eastbound and westbound between Sand Lake Road and State Road 535. Around the perimeter of I-4, traffic is up to speed on State Road 429 in the Greenway. It's pretty mellow on Florida's Turnpike right now. No major problems there, and it's smooth sailing on the beach line. If you see any traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Safe Touch Security.
Boss, did you know Safe Touch Security is the home of the 45-second or less guaranteed response?
Of course, it's just one of the reasons why I hate Safe Touch.
For a limited time, save up to 50% on select security systems. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
Divorce? Call Trinley & Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk, too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Hey homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious, your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at solarsource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Get ready for the biggest fiesta of the year at San Jose's Original Mexican Restaurant, celebrating its grand opening in Altamont Springs, Monday, April 29th. Live music, margaritas, and food specials all day. San Jose's Original Mexican Restaurant. Reinvent your tradition. SanJose'sOriginal.com.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with My Name Clay as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, April 27th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Forever hovering over life's great dump button. You're listening to the
moment. Sabrina has a game for us real quick. There's a guy who's 110 years old who still drives his car every single day, which seems dangerous.
Yeah.
But
So what neighborhood should evacuate?
Right, get away from this. 110 years old. His name's Vincent Dransfield. Let's see if we can find a photo of this guy.
Sounds like a classy name.
Yeah, just look up the Grim Reaper on Google Images.
Vincent Dransfield is the guy's name. He's 110 years old. He was a former fire chief in New Jersey, and he says he's got some simple tips for a long life.
Okay.
Oh, wow, look at this guy. Holy cow.
Yeah.
He looks pretty old, but he drives every day, 110 years old.
Okay, but one of the first pictures I saw before you click through to that story, there's another picture of a very old man who doesn't have his eyes open, and it looks like it's kind of a chore to open them.
Oh, really?
That's not who you want behind the wheel. I don't think it might be the same guy.
Neither behind the wheel.
This guy is still out
Send him an Uber gift card.
He says he drives completely fine, better than some other people I see. He says his granddaughter, they keep an eye on him. She doesn't give her age, but he said he's ready to put boxing gloves on and box. I managed to do everything. I'm feeling good. And he said his secret is just being happy, which I think is kind of seems easy to say, doesn't it?
Secret's just breathe, you know?
Quit being all sad over there.
Sean,
right?
do you think you could kick his ass?
Yeah, I could kill this guy.
I could breathe on him and kill him.
Yeah, this guy's barely hanging on.
No thanks.
They call him a super centenarian. So it's people 110 or over. Of those people, only 10% are men. That's strange. Women live longer than men. So of people who go over 110 years old, only 10% of them are men. This guy's just behind the oldest man in the world, who's 111 years old. And it says he has a fit mind and a fit body. I've been very, very, very lucky in my lifetime. He has 1 child, 3 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. His wife of 54 years died back in 1992, and he obviously does not want to join her because he's hanging out here all these years later.
He's lived a whole, almost half a life since then.
I know. That's insane to me. He spent more than 80 years serving as a member of the local volunteer fire department and was chief for a period of time. He said what brought him happiness, his friends, the fire department, he said. And he said, after my grandmother passed away, that's really what kept him going. A 3 to 5 club. They go and hang out from 3 to 5 p.m. And he also says, I drink milk every day and I eat well. And that's what kept me alive. Milk still plays a role in his life. Milk flavoring and nutrition supplements every day after breakfast.
This guy's had he's had a lot of milk in his life. He worked at a dairy farm to help support his family, delivered milk for 5 years, drank as much of it as possible, and he especially loves Ovaltine.
Oh, yeah. How about this for a sentence, okay? Picture this party. He's been so outspoken about it that when he turned 100 years old, everyone drank Ovaltine at his birthday party.
Whoa, party.
Sounds like a time. He's still with us, though. Still out there doing his thing at 110.
So I'm on the page of his Wikipedia page is like it's like an old people wiki.
Really? That's a thing? Okay.
Gerontology, Famdom, like that has the different wikis for different TV shows and stuff.
Yeah.
This one's just for old people.
and he's up there towards the top, huh? My God.
At least in New Jersey. I think he's the oldest person in New Jersey.
Good for him, I guess, right? I think, maybe. That stupid pop-up against C-Lane. How ad blocker?
What's the ad for? Maybe it's something we're interested in.
Look at that.
It keeps updating.
They keep updating, and then it just takes over.
Well, have you contributed to them?
I guess not. That's the problem.
Wait, how long has that been up? Did I not even know that it was
just
there?
now.
Okay.
Just now. I literally just watched it happen. Okay, Sabrina, you ready with your game?
Yes, I am. Are you ready to participate, all three of you?
Hell yeah.
You bet your ass I am.
I don't know how long it's going to last because I literally pulled these clips from TikTok.
Okay.
And then you gave the news earlier this week that TikTok is dead. Will die soon. Unlike that very old man. So here we go. Maybe the first, maybe the last time. This is called Guess Who/What They're Talking to.
All right.
You have to chime in.
I have 3 clips here for you. Sure, if you'd like to chime in, might as well. And you have to guess who/what the person is talking to. Now, I have the option of multiple choice and hints, but there will be a penalty should you choose that.
Okay, fair enough.
Considering how many there are of you, I don't think you're going to need hints or multiple choice.
So for instance, we're going to hear, like, let's say it's a clip of C-Lane, and he's going to be talking to somebody. We don't know who he's talking to, and we have to guess that.
Fritz Jackson.
What? No.
Probably going to be Jackson.
All right.
His voice.
So I'm going to also, because there's some visuals involved, and those that are listening will put it on See It Now. I can't send it to you now because that would be cheating. I just want to get that set up just in case. All right.
All right.
Here's your first clip, and it goes a little something like this.
All right, Howie, you can have whatever you want. Here's a Gusher. There. Do you remember Gushers? You don't want it?
Sean.
You don't want Gusher.
Can I guess?
Yes, you may guess.
I think I hear bubbling. I hear like a fish. Is she feeding a Gusher to a fish?
That is incorrect. I will.
I did hear the bubbling. The bubbling's throwing me off. I feel like it might have nothing to do with it.
Well, I will play the rest of the clip.
All right.
Gushers. Yeah. What's the Gusher? You remember? Yeah. You do Happy Mouth for Gushers?
C-Lane.
Yeah.
Okay. C-Lane?
Happy Mouth for Gushers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what is it?
It is not a
It's her grandfather.
No, it's not her grandfather. That is incorrect.
Happy Mouth is a different thing for me. Very, very different thing.
You got it.
But you get it for Gushers.
Gushers follow.
Do you want to listen to the rest of the clip? There are about 11 seconds left.
Yes, please.
You want more? With a squeak? Oh, it's good. It's good. Yum, yum, yum.
The bubbles
Such a
have to do
messy
with it.
girl, all this food you're chewing up and spitting out.
God. Fritz. Is it a bird?
It is not a bird.
damn.
All of you are
Good
incorrect.
guess, though.
The hint is, and whoever shouts the name, are you ready, kids?
I'm ready.
SpongeBob.
It is not SpongeBob. It's a crab.
it's a
Mr. Crab.
Yeah, it's not Mr. Crab. It's Howie the Crab, a rainbow crab that is very popular on TikTok, and his mom just really loves to feed him Gushers.
Don't know why I would have guessed that she's feeding a SpongeBob, a real-life SpongeBob.
But this crab has garnered millions of followers and views, and became popular after it was very clear, and I use this in quotes, that he responds to the English language, loves caviar, and apparently some gushers. So.
Wow,
And
that
apparently
must
he has
rock.
enough.
That must rock his world, though,
So,
right?
I mean, I guess that it also wears hats and stuff. Howie the Crab
Really?
on TikTok, or the artist maybe formerly to be known as TikTok. If the fate continues, you could watch Howie on See It Now, hopefully. If not,
Oh, okay, I
forget
can do
it.
that. I'll get him up there.
All right, this is clip number 2 on Who or What is Saying That. And it goes a little something like this.
Bedtime. Come on.
Fritz, bird.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
Good guess, though. What is that noise?
Sea Lane.
Tap shoes.
Sea Lane.
A baby pony.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to give it to you
Yeah.
because it is 2 baby ponies.
All right. Nicely done.
Ponies. Yep, their names are Bod and Toff.
And they're wearing tap shoes? Or?
No, they're just their little hooves that I guess maybe have some metal underneath, but
Yeah,
they are
probably.
also on TikTok. Bob and Toff, the mini horses. So congratulations, Sea Lane in the lead by saying baby horse, but it's a mini horse. And this is the final clip, anyone's game, because this is worth 2 points. Do not let
I thought she was going to go impressive, like 2,000 points.
2,000 points.
All right.
200, between 2 and 2,000 points. Do not let the other 2 clips influence you.
All right.
I want to be very clear.
Both
That
animals.
is the hint. Here we go. Sean?
I believe I know exactly what this is.
Okay.
I
Go
believe
on.
this is a young man who won a contest
Yeah.
That is correct.
for doing a specific bird sound, but I don't remember what
You
the
get- okay.
bird sound is.
Come on.
Jesus.
There's the bird sound.
Seagull?
Seagull is
Nice.
correct.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Rain Man over here.
Sean, 2,000 points wins you the game that I may not ever play with you again. Guess who or what we're talking to, and especially with this European seagull screeching contest.
How many people entered the European Seagull Screeching Contest?
It was a
least 2.
lot. It was like way too many people.
Is it a party? I mean,
It's been
Yeah,
going
they drink
on
milk and Ovaltine.
for quite some time. I don't know if I got the link here for it, but if not, definitely. Yes, I do. Telegraph posted it, and it's multiple people do this every single year. And this 9-year-old boy from, I believe, London, he won. He traveled across the North Sea dressed as a seagull to outscreech the competition. He scored an impressive 92 out of a total
dressed
100
as a
points.
seagull. What a dork.
Cross the
And,
North Sea.
This
Like,
is
this
definitely
a
going to get him
dangerous trip.
laid. This is the entire competition I just sent you.
Okay. I
It's
see.
really uncomfortable.
I see. Yeah, they're dressed
Oh, wow.
up.
That's the girl. That's the girl lost.
She's pretty good, too, though. She looks like a seagull.
That's a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
He looks like a young Elon Musk.
He looks like someone could Photoshop him doing something else.
What
that
is
banana.
going on here? There's a crowd and everything?
Yeah, it's been going on for
It's
many
one
years.
full pub.
And I guess they're going to try to bring it to the U.S.
Oh, really?
Unless we
Bring
stop
it.
it for the love of God. But
Wait,
it'll
hold on.
have the Seagull Screeching Contest title in 2025. If
This
we
guy,
don't stop
for some
him.
reason, is dressed up as a crab, I think, right? Is that what he's supposed to be, this guy?
Yeah,
Oh, he's not-
or a lobster.
So bad.
That's not great.
So there you have it, my friends.
All right.
That's the game. Don't wear it out. One more time.
I did it, and it's over. All right? That was the best round. I don't know that it was good, but
It was great.
it was done.
I mean, do you want to go to dispatches, or want me to tell you what Gwyneth Paltrow is
Oh,
suggesting
no,
you get
yeah.
your
What,
mom?
what was she puts out the list that she does every year with her goop stuff?
Well, it's every now major holiday in the U.S. Mother's Day is coming up, and There's 136 ways to make them smile. How about $150 for Birkenstocks? 2-person sauna costing $8,000. We have what appears to be a mix of bread for $22.
Ooh.
But the weirdest one and most disturbing is a selection of 3 sex toys that she is suggesting you give your mom for Mother's Day.
You give your mom sex toys?
Yep, devices aimed at female sexual pleasure, pricing from $98 to $395. And the devices advertise the products as providing sexual pleasure as well as wellness qualities to that first lady in your life.
I hope it does those things for $400, but it still doesn't mean I'm buying it for any family members.
No.
Egg-shaped quartz, jade stones, all there for your mommy's nature pocket.
Oh, speaking of sex
Happy
toys.
Mother's Day.
We just got to the episode of Dave where he way overspent on the sex toys.
Oh, the half doll?
And no, the ants.
Oh, yeah.
Ants.
I'm way further now.
Okay,
I forgot the ants.
Yeah, I think I'm season 3, episode 6.
He had like a mop machine.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
It's great. I love that show very much.
Very
and I
funny.
think he's a wonderful rapper.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
I
he
was
is good.
bummed out because I started watching that show, and now I'm in that weird spot where you binge it and you go, oh, there's only like 5 episodes, 6 episodes left.
And they're only 30
And-
minutes, 27, 30 minutes, right?
And they're taking a break.
And when I looked it up, that's right. They said they're taking a break from the show, Dave, and he's going to make some more music, and so it might be a long time. And I was like, damn it, man.
Does that mean you're going to come see him in concert with me next time he shows up? That'll be my 4th time seeing Lil Decky.
When he does the performances on the show,
it would be my first time going to. It wouldn't be my first time going to see him in concert, but it would be my first time seeing him.
How does that work?
Because I went to the concert, but I did not make it to Lil Dicky.
No, yeah. That was Okeechobee, wasn't it?
No, it was just a long day.
just a long
Love
day.
that festival.
All right, we want to hear from you. Send us a dispatch right now. How do you do it? Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Let's work in 1 or 2. Here is your lawn guy, your local lawn guy. It says Shanghai Sean.
Yo, what up, junkies?
Hey.
Happy Wednesday. So first, we had Nazi Lane, the Nazi sympathizer, Christopher Dolores.
I never was
Lane.
that.
Now we've got Shanghai Sean, the Chinese sympathizer. Probably a spy.
What?
No,
Bring
Fritz missed that.
back on us. Stay American, please.
He's referring back to the beginning of the show where I was saying that the TikTok going after
No,
TikTok.
you're saying I love China, huge fan of China.
Like TikTok is
Wish I
different
could
than any
invest in
other app.
China.
Is kind of silly, and it seems weird that we're focused on that. But here's another one. Here's Rach Trimble with a dispatch.
News Junkie, love the show. I'm a longtime listener, first time calling in. I am a mental health counselor who also supervises interns at the local and state level.
Oh, wow.
And I can tell you that parents can be a huge part of the problem nowadays. I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with interns about parents who don't know how to get their kids off the screen.
All right, just for those of you who didn't know what's going on here, I forgot what that story said, but it was talking about kids now don't go outside.
It's been like
nearly as much.
5 to 7 minutes playing outside per day.
Yeah, 5 to 7 minutes per day is all the time that kids are spending outside, which is crazy to think about. That's what Rach Trimble is referring to.
Or just have problems telling them no. For a lot of parents, they have said it's just easier to put them on a screen than to try to fight with them or interact with them. There's also a lot of science that people can look up about the damages to having a lot of screen time in a developing brain.
Sure.
So they have less frustration tolerance, and video games teach instant gratification, which means their patience level is kind of short. And so they're looking for those instant things, and being outside
my wife must have
requires
played a lot of video
thinking.
games.
It requires you coming up with the environment, and there's just a lot less options.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. It's a bad thing. Like there's no other way to say it. You need to get outside. You need to get away from the screen sometimes. And certainly 5 to 7 minutes, outside playing is not what it used to be.
Yeah, I recently got a physical, and my doctor was like, well, you could get some more vitamin D, go out there in the sun a little bit more. So I'm out there with a beer, with my shirt off.
That's
and kids nowadays, they're going to be facing that same dilemma. Like 4 to 17 minutes, that's what, walking the dog?
4 to 7, mind you.
4 to 7.
We have segments longer than kids stay outside.
That's nothing,
yeah,
dude.
That's not long at all.
Not healthy.
It's a very short period of time. Okay, we want to hear from more of you. Also, a story just for C-Lane. I mean, this one is
lucky.
down the middle C-Lane.
I don't know. I feel like I should be like, all right, but it's going to bite me in the ass.
Well, we'll see what happens. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on I-4 westbound at Orange Blossom Trail. The right lane is blocked there. There's congestion on I-4 eastbound and westbound between Sand Lake Road and State Road 535. Delays where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway in all directions. Traffic is up to speed on the beach line. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Listen up, my friends. Chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table. So let that mortgage guy, Don, help you get the money off the table back in your hands where it belongs. If you got a quote already, you can get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Hit the compare quote button and Don will review your quote today. He's going to let you know if you got the best deal or make sure to get you the best deal. He's looking out for you. I mean, what other local business do you know with over 1,000 five-star reviews? Well, Don does, and that mortgage guy Don is a friend that has your best interests in mind. So get the process started today. Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote. Peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Hi, everybody. It's Savannah Guthrie here with Hoda Kotb from The Today Show.
You know that saying, you learn something new every day? Well, it is so true.
Yes, every morning on Today, it's those little tips that can help save you time and improve your day.
From the simplest ways to save money right now to incredible kitchen and cleaning hacks that you never knew existed. Just remember,
see it, hear it, learn it on Today.
Oh, that's genius. You just saved me $40.
Every morning, right here on NBC.
Hey, homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious. Your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at SolarSource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
It starts with heart, determination, and drive. Orlando, it's the 2024 playoffs. Everybody in. presented by Advent Health. Learn more at orlandomagic.com/playoffs.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Need a reboot? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Spring has sprung, so let's have some fun. This month, I'll help you reboot your old ride and save up to $8,000 on a new Mitsubishi. So if your old ride's a hunk of junk, don't let it leave you in a funk. You can even drive a new car today with a lifetime warranty, like the Mitsubishi Mirage 43 miles per gallon starting at $15,900. The popular Eclipse Cross, in stock and ready for delivery. Or the 2024 Outlander, 5-star safety rated, starting at $23,900. So if you've been dreaming of driving a new RC Hill Mitsubishi, don't get your wires crossed, because my team works hard every day, and that's what makes us different. So this week, reboot your old ride, and you could save up to $8,000 on a nicer, newer car. But hurry, a deal this good will shut down fast. I'm RC Hill, and I'm your car dealer next door. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. See all my trendy rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Vehicle purchase price determines actual discount.
Hi, I'm Graham Class, host of Technically Speaking, an Intel podcast. Join me for Season 2 as we explore the future of technology evolving today. In each episode, I'll speak with the minds transforming medicine, healthcare, retail, entertainment, personal computing, and more with the help of AI. Join me every other Tuesday and explore the latest technology changing our world today and creating a more accessible tomorrow. Listen to Technically Speaking, an Intel podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
Attention to the keywords. You hear them on this fine radio station, and when you do, go to the website and put them in, because if not, you're missing out on some money. It's actually a real thing that is done. iHeart ponies up some cash for these contests. We have tons of winners. We've had a lot of people that just listen to the keyword real quick and pop it in the website.
Oh, yeah.
Get the victory for themselves.
The station has a lot of great luck with it.
Yeah,
and I appreciate it.
And so why aren't you in on it? You know, everybody should jump in on this and check that out. We've got a gift for you to open. I see AJ Soup's mentioning that in chat right now.
Yes, thank you, AJ Soup.
We'll get to that in just a moment. But before we do, I think it was Sabrina. Was it you who brought up baby reindeer on the show?
Yes, I did.
Okay. This has people freaking out, I guess. The guy who's the star of Baby Reindeer is the guy who it's about, allegedly. And
He
Richard
wrote it,
Gadd is his name.
wrote it and directed it and starred in it, which I
Yeah.
did not know until after I watched the entire season.
And
He did a great job.
It's about him having like a crazy stalker, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, I guess people have been freaking out as a result of Baby Reindeer and the Netflix series taking off. And they've been trying to figure out who this stalker is. And it got so crazy, he had to tell people to stop searching for this person. I think they might have, but he posted online.
Wait.
He said
he had a stalker, a creepy stalker. I haven't seen Baby Reindeer, so I don't know anything. And people want to find the stalker, and he said stop looking for them. Why is he protecting the stalker?
He says, people I love, have worked with, and admire, including Sean Foley, are unfairly getting caught up in the speculation. Please don't speculate on who any of the real-life people could be. That's not the point of our show. And
Okay. So I would be spoiling it for you if I told you what he's referring to.
People are trying to find the twist, trying to find who the person is responsible, trying to get clues in this show.
It sounds like they're making too many incorrect guesses, which is becoming a problem for real-life people.
There is a significant other part that I could see why people are looking for that person. Now,
and
from what I understand, did find the actual stalker because the footage of him is he did like stand up on the side, and footage of his stand up in the past, you could hear and see her in the background of it. 'Cause
Really?
she would show up to all of his stand up shows.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That must be something to deal with.
Tell me about it.
Okay.
It's like hearing Tommy Awesome in the background of our shows, just every one of them.
We'll get to this gift right after this story from Sealand. Let me pay off this. Sealand, congratulations. It's a big day here.
Thank you.
Big day. It's the pink moon. The pink moon is out there.
No, it's not. It was last night.
I know you're big on pink moons. I forgot to do this yesterday, so you didn't actually get to see it. But the pink moon was up there in the sky, and now we'll have a slightly less pink moon tonight if you go peer up into the sky at this.
It was a beautiful moon. I did see it because I happened to see a video that was like, this is a day that you actually should be manifesting. And to the point of where you write your manifestations on a piece of paper and burn it.
Oh,
and,
really?
I had done enough medically recommended activities that I was like, I'll do it. Went outside, wrote the manifest down, burned them.
What was on the manifest?
That Sean would be nicer to me.
You know, it's like
And
a
it's
birthday.
working
It's
out
like
so
it's
far,
like a
isn't
birthday
it?
wish.
Yep.
If you say it doesn't come true. Oh, man. So they say you're supposed to there's more power behind a pink moon or something?
I guess so.
Oh, my God.
I mean,
All
I'm
right.
about it.
Well, I missed out on this. That's unbelievable.
So do we have no moon?
We
Or
have
does
just
it have,
regular moon.
Okay.
Just
Boring
regular
moon.
And until the next one that they make up from the Farmer's Almanac or whatever. All right, let's get into your gift. Your birthday is tomorrow, which we'll be celebrating on the
And
show.
how
of
old
course.
will I be, Sean? Don't
you
say
will
it,
be 35 years old.
Incorrect.
Damn it. I miss it every time. Do you know, C-Lane?
I have an idea.
Okay, so don't sit over there and smirk like I don't know.
She's 32.
Oh, my God, you guys. Are you serious?
37? I'm going the wrong way. I clearly went the wrong way. 33.
No!
34.
34 is correct.
Okay. 34.
My God. I mean, we've been doing the show for 11 years now.
I'm sorry. I don't know these things. My brain is not
I know
good
that
at keeping
you're going
track
to
of
be
this
42 this year.
stuff. That's not true.
May 26th.
What year?
81.
81. So that's not, unfortunately for me, 42.
Oh, you're
43.
43.
I'll be
I know.
40. Yes.
Wowza.
Thank you for
And you'll
making that
be
better.
36.
I'll be 38.
38. Oh, my God, y'all. We're getting old.
I know what's
I
happening
was
around
20 when the
here.
show started. 23.
All right, so you're 34 as of midnight tonight. Now, you don't know the exact time you were born, I
I
don't
think it
think,
was
do
like
you?
10:30 in the morning, something
Okay,
like
so
that.
tomorrow on the show, Sabrina's 34th birthday.
Good
What-
bubble
and
wrap.
Who is this from? Do you know?
AJ Soup.
Okay,
Yeah,
AJ Soup.
a friend of the show, has gone to a bunch of our events. I think was Pompa Pom Pom friend,
I
right?
believe so. Yes, yes. That's one way to say it.
All right, so here's what?
What's pom pom pom
There you
pom pom pom?
Part number 1. Wow, double tissue paper. Here we go.
This looks fancy.
It does, and it's heavy, and it is chocolate.
All right. Ooh, I like those. The good. Ghirardelli. I always say it wrong.
Sure. I'm gonna go with that. Do you like blood orange or sea salt caramel?
Ooh, they both sound good, actually.
All right. We got a card that, unfortunately, because of time, we'll have to read later. And then we have more awesome bubble wrap, a lot of tissue paper. Ooh, a tiny little bottle of Yay Masa.
Nice. Oh, nice.
I didn't know you could ship that.
I cannot.
Whoopsie. And this is the one that I was most curious about because I was teased, but I didn't know it was actually going to come to fruition. Son of a gun. Guys, it's been born.
What is it?
Despite my audio trademark, respectfully, this is the most awesome.
Oh, is it a T-shirt with somebody throwing a person at a tomato?
Who's that girl? My idea is now a shirt.
Sabrina on the show years ago suggested for one of our shirts that it was a picture of tomatoes throwing people at a tomato on stage.
This is awesome.
And finally, it's real. The reality has sunk in.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you so much, AJ.
It looks great, too.
Hell
She's great. She's fantastic.
And crop top. I can show some navel.
There you go. All right. Well, we're going to have some fun on the show tomorrow for sure.
It's a good graphic, too.
Great.
Yeah, I like it. It came out good. When we come back, we're going to do the final dispatches.
Can't wait to see what you guys bring me.
Stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned...
I swear to God, if you try to pull what you did for Christmas, I am not going to be opposed to it.
What we pull for Christmas?
Oh, my God. You don't even remember that?
Oh. No.
I guess we'll find out when we come back from the break.
What was it? What did we do?
You don't remember?
Did you get us something and we didn't get you anything?
That is correct.
Oh, yeah.
And I want all the little L's out there to be little L's.
Well, we'll see what happens on the show tomorrow.
God, dude.
Going to be an interesting one. Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is The Jim Colbert Show.
Later today on The Jim Colbert Show, Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell talks about tipping at restaurants and how it's going to change. Daryl Payne from Paw Affection Dog Training will answer your dog questions for Animal House. Plus, all week long, we'll have tickets to see the Dave Matthews Band in Tampa and 4 shots at winning $1,000. All that, your calls, texts, and talkbacks later today.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Wednesday forecast, and it's going to be a beautiful day. Temperatures will continue to climb with the help of sunny skies. Plan for a high of 84 degrees in Orlando. Tomorrow, 87 as we continue to warm up. We stay rain-free through the next several days as an area of high pressure keeps us warm and dry. By middle parts of next week, we could be experiencing temperatures in the 90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. One of the great things about being back live in studio is the food that runs through here. And today was no different. We had a visit from our friends at Hard Rock, who is currently on the Hard Rock World Burger Tour. Woo! And we got to check out the Sweet Heat Burger that was made right here in Orlando. 7-ounce steak burger, melted pepper jack, peppered bacon. That was the star of the burger, by the way. Smooth, creamy avocado salsa. It was delicious, and we thank Hard Rock for dropping that by for Sabrina and I for lunch today. We love you. Sink your teeth into some Sweet Heat and secure a spot for Orlando's Burger and the World Burger Tour at Hard Rock Cafe today.
Every 2023 Nissan on closeout. Now at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Get closeout pricing, 0% APR financing, no payments till 2025. Every single Nissan has to go by month end. Sutherland Nissan Orlando, OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. See for details.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 27th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you and your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast. That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
Every parent wants their child to find happiness in whatever path they choose. Florida Prepaid has a plan to help you support them by affordably and confidently saving for college. Our 529 prepaid plans start at just $34 a month, and you have peace of mind knowing that when you lock in 2024 prepaid plan prices, your payment will never go up. It's inflation-proof and further proof that it's the best way to ensure the brightest future. Florida Prepaid open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
Are you bogged down with constant sneezing, watery eyes, and congestion? Do you get sinus headaches and infections? No one should have to suffer season after season. And thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus, treating your allergies is easier than you think. With personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs and budget, you can say goodbye to allergy and sinus issues for good. Book your appointment today at AspireAllergy.com. Aspire Allergy and Sinus, where relief is just around the corner. AspireAllergy.com. Turn up the cleanliness at your restaurant, healthcare, or industrial business with Alsco Uniforms, the official sponsor of the Orlando Magic Mop Crew. We've got you covered with crisp uniforms, hygienically clean linens, floor mats, and of course mops delivered weekly. But that's not all. Alsco Uniforms also offers weekly services for first aid and restroom supplies. Discover why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniforms. Visit alsco.com to learn more. Again, that's ALSCO.com.
ePass saves you time and money on tolls. Plus, the sticker's free. Facts that Jen here didn't know.
Hey man, why are you dragging me into this?
Because you could be saving on tolls with a free ePass sticker.
Okay,
I'll do it when I get home, and maybe I'll win that $100 in free tolls.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that, Mr. Big Voice Guy? One person today, now through May 5th, will win $100 in tolls. Just sign up for a free ePass sticker at GetEPass.com.
See GetEPass.com for official rules and details.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations like One Hit Wonders.
This is the story of a girl. I'm not sick, but I'm not well.
Just search One Hit Wonders and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. Free.
Call J. David Tax Law. After a 2-year hiatus, the IRS has resumed their aggressive collections letters. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
High diving face first into the world's most viral newsroom.
Cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with us, friends. We love you. We appreciate you. And it's always good to have you near. In fact, you're the reason why we get to do this whole thing. So thanks for that each and every day. And thanks for telling people about the show. I did see that there is this festival that I saw announced not too long ago, which is expensive as hell. It's $196 for one day. And for the 3-day pass, it's $530. Now, maybe that's not expensive in the world of long concerts, but it seems expensive to me.
It depends on what you get for it. Like, is there, is it a camping festival? Are you getting any sort of perks? Or, I mean, I guess if you're giving out that price, it's probably GA, right?
Yeah, that's GA. General admission tickets, $196 for one day. 3-day general admission, $530. Super fans can get a 1-day VIP pass, just 1 day for $624. 3-day VIP is $1,589.
What's the capacity of this festival?
I'm not sure. I have to look this up. It's called the Ohana Festival. Have you guys heard of this before?
Oh, that means family.
Oh, you know what?
It does, yeah.
When I saw Ohana Festival, I don't know why I assumed it was in Hawaii.
No, it's in California. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, all the headliners are... This is like not a bunch of new bands.
So
this is a great lineup.
At least back in 2023, it drew in 14,500 people per day.
Okay.
Doesn't seem
like a lot
big.
No, it's not huge.
It's not, but it's not like a camp away, like sleep away festival.
Here's the lineup I've got in front of me. Oh, hang on, let me get rid of this. Pearl Jam and Garbage are the headliners on the 27th.
With Maren Morris and Crowded House.
Yeah, Dog Star, which is Keanu Reeves' band.
Oh.
The next day is Neil Young and Crazy Horse, Black Pumas, Pearl Jam and Alanis Morissette, the Breeders. It's a cool lineup, actually. They got a lot going on there. I'd not heard of this before.
It's one of those festivals that I think a lot of them are there's a bunch that are popping up that I'm like, I've never heard of that one before. I feel like there's a bunch of new ones.
Mm-hmm.
And there are these couple day festivals that that you don't stay at. You get your own hotel, your own lodging. It's not like a Bonnaroo or any of those, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they spend big on headliners, and then I don't know any of the rest of it. Like I know I don't know anybody in the tiny font. Like Maren Morris, Crowded House, of course. Dog Star, Keanu Reeves. I would go to see Keanu Reeves. And then it gets down to a band called Very Nice Person, if that's even a band, or it's a DJ.
It was just a very nice person.
Yeah, he's just a nice guy. Comes up on stage.
Nice
Ladies and gentlemen, for the next 30 minutes on stage, here's a very nice person.
And they're like, how's your day going? Tell me more about yourself.
Hey,
Pillow Queens.
We got to get out
Lesbian.
of here.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We got to wrap it up, everybody. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, April 24th, 2024. And we'll just roll into the last one. Today I learned this guy right here.
Bill Withers.
That's right. Bill Withers is correct. Bill Withers, when he was in his 30s, he was making $3 an hour. He went to a Lou Rawls concert. He overheard that Rawls, who didn't even arrive, was going to be paid $2,000 for the show. So Bill Withers, in his 30s, got a cheap guitar and started writing songs.
That must be nice.
Became a star in and of himself.
I thought you were going to say he told them all he was Lou Rawls and got the $2,000.
Got him on stage. Why not? Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you hanging out with us. If you missed any of the show, I should say, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place.